Alright, so it is now 6:24 and we are ready to begin. Sorry for the bit of a delay. We had some things going on our ends, but we are all here now, and are we all ready to resume?
I'm turning on my laptop, but I should be good.
Hell to the yes.
Wonderful. Alright, then with that, allow me to just say hello everyone here, and welcome back to Pokemon Rebuilders. Thank you all for joining us here once again this fine Wednesday evening, such as it were. But let's not get into that. No, instead, let us focus on what happened last week, shall we?
Please do, because holy shit.
Alright, then in that case. When we last left our heroes, they had just managed to open the vault doors after a negotiation of sorts, and some help from the surprisingly repentful Jagger. But there will be time to focus on that later, as they managed to finally make their way to the surface. And as they did, they saw the vast and massive green world around them, and the massive towering structures covered in grass and moss and other plant life, and just this world that had so long been locked away from them. And now, once they overcame the initial awe, they set off on their journey to locate and rescue Professor Cypress. But as their journey began, they came across some wild Pokemon, specifically a pack of Electrike hounding a Bulbasaur and a Grookey up into a nearby tree as they were being defended by a Lickitung. The team intervened, and they managed to capture one of the Electrike and befriend the rest of the Pokemon, save for the Burmy, who was more or less just vibing until AJ caught them and is now, well, still vibing. By the end, they located a strange and peculiar shack in the battlefield. Thus, we resume our story.
I would like to note that the Burmy is now out of its Pokeball and chilling on me.
Alright. Noted.
I'm just imagining, like, one of those scenes in, like, a cop movie where there's this hard-ass criminal who's never going to tell you anything, like, sitting on the other side of an interrogation table, and then just Burmy on the other side in the chair vibing until the criminal, like, breaks down from how solid the vibe is and unchanging Burmy is eternally.
Alright.
I need to... Wait, we're in a building, right?
No,
Not
you are
yet.
by
Just
it.
outside.
Heading towards the building. As the party walks towards the building, Toshi snaps a candid of everybody and finalizes her report and sends that off.
Alright.
And this is the one that I posted in the Discord earlier, which is basically just another recap.
So, since the combat is more or less over, I'm going to remove the grid and allow you guys to move about freely.
And that reminds me as well, just one thing else that's awesome about the game was we found that Premier Ball last time, and that's otherwise not cool, but like that being like 100 years old, that turned like an otherwise item into something that's like hardcore awesome. So I'm really glad we found that. Let's go steal stuff, let's get in the building.
Well,
Alright.
Psyche and Eretz and our new Electrike friend are injured, so once we get to shelter, we might consider using some potions or treating their injuries so that we're in tip-top shape to rescue the professor.
Brienne is going to have, Layla. Brienne's the trainer now. She's gonna send Brienne and Electrite. She's gonna kind of go over with them to investigate the house. Just kind of like make sure it's safe. Take a look inside.
Okay, so give me just a second.
Hold on, I must position myself perfectly so that Robin and Jakob are hiding just on the edge of the grass, peering out at the building.
Sorry, I'll move my people soon. I'm just got on roll 20 and I'm trying to get my stuff together.
You're okay. Alright. So then in that case, here we are. As you get closer to the house, I'm sorry, Layla, remind me what it was you said you were doing?
She is having Brienne and her Electric, which she has decided to name Cass. She's going to ask them to kind of snip around and scout out and look inside and make sure the building's safe.
Alright, so in that case, as you approach the house, you will find that it is covered in like vines and grass and moss, and so you may have to have Brienne sort of like hack and chop through them a little bit before you can make your way inside.
Can you?
What was that?
She's talking to Brienne and also to Cass. Can you girls find your way in?
And Brienne will just begin sort of like pulling and chopping at any of the foliage covering the doorway until it looks to be sufficiently cleared.
Go check it out. Let us know how it is. Is only Brienne able to get in, or can Cass follow her?
I mean, the doorway is clear, but they can't exactly reach it. They're too small.
Oh. She will, she'll give them a hand.
Alright, so the door is a bit tough at first, considering its years of neglect and, rust from exposure to the elements, but eventually you are able to force it open, and inside you see what appears to be a rather dark room covered with like shelves and clutter, and standing in the middle of it you will see this woman. And you will recognize her from your dream.
Let go of Brienne.
Oh.
Have she let go of Brienne?
I don't know, has she?
Like, she would have gone in, like, let Brienne go in, and I imagine that, oh god. No, you know what, yeah, she would have kind of, what she would have done is she would have picked Brienne up and kind of helped her remove the door, and then as soon as she sees the woman, she kind of snatches Brienne up and kind of, like, spins out of sight from the door, kind of like that moment of, like, that oh shit moment. It's just like...
Dover is preaching bloody murder right now.
Kill her, murder her now. But, yeah, they basically, she's just kind of acts, absently squeezing Brienne really tightly. It's just like, that was a no. But she just kind of say this to herself, it's like, and then she'll like very slowly do a slow double take and peek in to see if she's still there.
She's now standing right in front of the doorway in front of your face. She then whispers something. Lavender. And then she vanishes. Make me a focus roll.
gonna turn out awful. I imagine, do Brienne and Cass need to also make a roll?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
If Cass is still at 1 hit point, you don't have Cass. I have given Cass a potion.
Cass is at 11 hit points, actually, because she was fed 2 orange berries.
Oh, yeah.
So
we have empty Pokemon in.
yeah, Cass can stay behind you if they're getting fixed up. So
Alright.
Cass can stay with you. And get herself healed up.
I have practically just vibing on my shoulder, but Eris is in my arms because
Yep.
once we get in the building is when I was going to patch her up.
Sounds good.
Potion is 20 hit points, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
I believe
so I give you
Alright.
a potion.
Alright, that will put her up to 21 hit points.
Wouldn't it be 31?
I
if
still
it was going
have the
from 11?
remaining. Yes. It would be 31.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say I have those remaining berries, the Pekkas, cherries, Chesto, and Rost berries, the ones that cure status effects. If anybody needs them, I'll either run it over to them or they can come grab them, no matter what. But they're just on my sheet, so we have a track of them.
So yeah,
Alright,
Layla rolled an 8, Brienne rolled a 7.
Okay, and Cass is not rolling.
Cass,
Was not
and
present.
Cass is staying behind to get
Alright,
healed
cool.
up by Toshi.
Then in that case, you are shaken and startled by what you have just witnessed, but you are
Fuck
able
yeah, I
to
am.
keep yourselves together, and you are able to remain coherent.
Gonna look down at Brienne.
Brienne is the same, but she is more actively trembling.
Are we going crazy up here?
Also, by the way, that reminds me,
Oh yeah, I'd probably get her new avatar with her.
Yep.
Okay.
yeah, I get to show this
Layla?
off.
Are you alright?
Define all right, Toshi.
Layla, I think you need to have a sit down and a glass of water. You
Ta-da!
haven't been well since we got up to the surface.
Xy's
Why
like sort
am
of
I
like
seeing-
hiding behind her little cape now.
Oh, why am I seeing all the weird shit? Why can't you guys see it too?
Did you eat any other berries from that tree?
No, I didn't eat any of the berries.
Layla, what did you
Did you eat anything?
Yes, you made sure I did.
Out here. We've never been out here. We don't know if anything's poisonous. That's why I'm asking.
No, none of us have eaten anything out here, as far as I know.
Okay, that's good.
Maybe there's something
Layla.
in the rainwater?
What did you see?
Well, first of all, I would like to say that just once, I would like you guys to see some freaky shit instead of me.
No.
That'd be really
No.
nice.
No.
2, fuck. I think I just saw a ghost.
Okay, Layla's clearly tripping if she's seen a ghost.
Okay, so I don't think it could be in the rain because then all of us would probably be feeling it. Maybe we should get inside the building and take a break.
Well, I'll do that now,
Alright.
because I'm pretty sure that this place is haunted.
There's no such thing as actual ghost type Pokemon, but not ghosts.
I have an idea.
By the way,
Robin.
before this
Sorry,
goes
go ahead.
further, I can see Ace and Eris making their way in, so, as you make your way inside, make me a, survival check.
Because you're in your urban environment, you actually have a +2 on it.
Oh, so that's 10.
Alright, good for you then. So, as you step inside, you basically feel like you're walking into, for comparison's sake, a candy store, as you just see crates and buckets and shelves of just, like, stuff.
Well, hold on a second. Layla, if you think you saw something, Robin, go sniff around inside there a little bit, okay?
My dick!
I'll have Robin activate Odor Sleuth as he goes inside to make him detect any ghostly creatures and ignore all types of illusion powers and keywords.
Alright. I'd like Robin to make me an intuition roll real quick.
Brandon, do you mind while you're doing this if I have Ace give Eris potions and berries?
Yes, by all means, go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
So then,
Power of 4. Our favorite D20 roll.
So, Robin, peruses the building using Odor Sleuth and, confidently sort of, like, reports back showing no sign of, like, unease or, jitters or anything that would indicate a, spoopy presence.
Goofy.
Toshiko takes a look inside. I've got the psionic sight from the occult education. I don't know if it would be applicable.
Yeah, Jakob will just kind of give people a nod and try and shepherd people into the building.
Layla's going to stay outside for a little bit.
That's fair, with what Layla's been seeing recently.
Layla is pretty sure that she's going crazy because she has been seeing things that no one else has been seeing.
Alright, so Toshiko, though, you actually are able to see the, faint silhouettes and, echoes of, a shape that matches that of the girl in the dream that you had a few nights ago.
That's a really good ability to have literally right now.
Huh?
That psionic sight, that's super good.
And if Layla said that she saw something like that, then they're actually, given what you're seeing, maybe some credibility to it.
Layla, you said she. Was it the girl from the dream?
Yeah, how the fuck did you know?
Her color, it's like...
Okay, everybody, inside. It's getting rainy out here. You're gonna catch a cold. Everybody inside, let's start warming up and have some snacks. Come on, move.
Alright.
Layla is still very hesitant to go inside.
Now that Eris is healed up, AJ is going to, like, look at the shelves and, like, basically peruse the whole thing while she's resting and seeing if anything is salvageable.
Alright, that sounds good. So as you're doing that, Layla, as you're still hesitant, Cecilia will come up to you and sort of like put a hand on your shoulder and look at you sympathetically saying, Layla, whatever you saw or whatever you think might be in there, we'll handle it together.
She'll sigh and just rub her face, with Brienne probably still trembling in her arms.
Poor Brienne.
Oh. This is the second thing that I have seen that no one else has seen, and I'm not convinced I'm not going crazy.
I mean, that just sounds more and more to me like a bit of rest and relaxation will do you some good then.
probably not wrong. It has been kind of an overwhelming morning, hasn't it?
I mean, I'm by no means a scientist or anything, but maybe it's like due to a change in the air or something. I think I read somewhere that like different levels of oxygen can cause like hallucinations or something.
I don't know if it's a hallucination. There's some sort of energy here that made me think of the girl from the dream.
She said lavender. Does that mean anything?
I mean, there's a lavender town.
Yeah, roll me general education and or occult education.
It is going to be general because screw the occult.
Am I hearing this? If so, can I make a roll?
Yeah,
You
the
are
door's
and you
open.
may.
You're like 8 feet away.
I'm in a house.
Alright. So. General education. You know from the records that Lavender Town used to be a town within the Kanto region in the old world, aka where you guys are located, at least by the old world's geography. And it's wasn't actually too far from Vermilion City either. And it was a town known for its connection to, well, basically death. Especially considering that it had a very grim history with a organization known as Team Rocket, where they basically murdered a local Marowak and left his Cubone orphaned. And its ghost proceeded to haunt the tower cemetery where people would bury their Pokemon in an attempt to chase Team Rocket out, who were trying to basically use it as a base. However, 2 trainers came and eventually drove them out, and Marowak's ghost found peace. As for occult education, you also know that despite the tale of the town and its legend, it's actually hauntingly, not only is it hauntingly true, it goes a lot deeper than just that, because, yeah, Pokemon Tower, because it has the grave sites of so many fallen Pokemon, it was basically a magnet for ghosts and ghost Pokemon. Channelers would regularly go there and try and purify the place, but would more often than not just end up possessed or driven mad by the ghost Pokemon. Basically, Lavender Town is inextricably linked with ghosts.
Okay, so we're staying the fuck away from there. We're here for Cypress. Cypress isn't in Lavender Town, is it? I hope not. I hope not.
We continue this discussion inside so we can warm up?
I believe this is happening inside.
I thought Layla was still outside.
Layla has been kind of hesitant to enter, but she is also going, as she's doing this.
Jakob is standing outside with you, and he's not going in unless everyone does. So he's going to stay in the rain.
I would like to make a roll to pull Layla inside.
I mean, Cecilia's already been working on that too, but go right ahead.
Yeah. Look, is there a bucket inside so I can collect some rainwater? I have a water filter.
And at that moment, Ace and Ace, make me a combat roll. Layla, make me an athletics roll.
Wait, why do I have to make a combat roll?
Because you're trying to pull her in.
Oh.
So, Layla, you will find yourself being, pulled forcefully all of a sudden by, Ace, but you are able to hold your ground if you wish, otherwise you can just acquiesce and go inside.
She's gonna kind of like spin her arm around to like get out of or like wrench her arm away to get out of his grasp. Be like, dude, I'll be there in a second. Just
you had your second. You are going to
Hey.
I found a bucket.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm sorry. That was a perfect way to break the tension. Thank you, Toshi. Layla will take the bucket from Toshi and place it outside to collect rainwater, and then she will take Brienne and whistle for Cass to come inside.
Cass will run over to you.
And once they go inside, then Jakob will walk in and close the door behind everyone, and he'll stay relatively close to it, so he's the first person in line if it opens up.
So then, Ace, as all this was going on, you were doing some, browsing, were you not?
Correct Mundo, Capitano.
5-finger browsing.
Then in that case, allow me to tell you the absolute fucking motherlode that you have found.
Oh,
Dang.
shit.
Amidst the various crates and buckets and baskets scattered throughout the shelves and floor of this more or less
Multiple
like
buckets?
storage house, you were able to find 20 heal balls, 19 lure balls,
Whoa.
6 repeat balls, 15 nest balls,
I hope somebody else is writing this down.
I'm riding it.
7
thank God.
potions, 3 super potions, and what would equate to 5,000 Poke Dollars worth of resources, since we're basically exchanging currency for resources at the moment. Furthermore, with your keen survival instincts, you were able to scrounge up an additional 527 Poke Dollars worth of resources, 5 Chesto Berries, and 1 Energy Root, and again, due to your excellent and native inclination towards cities, you were able to find buried way in the back in a tiny little cranny a small box containing a vial of protein and a strange but very shiny black rock. Ace, roll me occult, education, or survival to identify it.
You are immediately blinded from the flash of Toshiko's camera as she runs up.
Alright, yeah. So, because of your affinity with EV and studying it so much, you know what this is. This is a dusk stone.
Whoa.
It is a stone infused with evolutionary energy, or infinity energy as it is sometimes called, that can trigger evolutions in certain Pokemon, and, as far as this system is concerned, Eevee is one of them, as it uses this stone to evolve into Umbreon, the dark type.
Same.
Ace is going to put the stone in his pocket, and he is going to hand the vial of protein to Jakob, and basically divvy up his findings to the party.
Alright. And I will let you guys divide that as you wish.
Excellent.
If there's 5 of us, that would be 4 heal balls each. Let's see. 4 heal, 4 lure. 1 person gets 3 lure. 1 repeat ball each, with 2 extra. 3 nest balls each. 1 potion each with 2 extra. The super potions we've got 3 each. No. There's a total of 3 and 5 people, so those are just, we can divvy those up.
Floating.
I'll just keep those in the party loot for now.
We'll divvy it up during the break.
Yeah, we'll divvy it up later.
Yeah, don't worry about it right now. Cool. So, after spending some time healing up and locating some pretty sweet finds, and possibly mentally recovering from the, shock of finding a ghost Pokemon, or not ghost Pokemon, but a ghost, possibly, whatever the heck that was, you will be able to find the will and strength to resume your mission once more.
If we want to get rid of the injuries, by Raw, we have to drain 2 action points per injury.
Mm-hmm.
So, Eris and Cass and Psyche have the injuries, so I'm going to go ahead and drain 2 of my action points. Let's see.
How long does the rest take?
That's up to you guys.
Do we drain our action points, or do our Pokemon drain the action points?
Trainers have the action points.
Yeah.
What?
Pokemon don't have action points, trainers do.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Ignore me.
And we can get the drained action points don't come back at the end of a scene. Drained action points, we have to take a 4-hour extended rest.
Yes.
But the extended action to remove the injury, where are the rules for extended actions? I think it said something about like DM saying how long an extended thing. So how long do you think it takes to treat an injury? Is this 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour?
All in all, I think the whole thing would take about half an hour, given that the you guys only each sustained like more or less 1 injury, so it'd just be a matter of treating that.
And if we are spending that continuous half hour of resting, then we heal 1/16 of our maximum hit points.
Yep.
1/6.
Yes.
Right. Injuries 0.
So we'll put Cass up to 24. While Layla is tending to Cass's injury, she's trying to make her feel as like comfortable as she can.
24. Should Cass already have the plus 20 from the potion I gave her?
Yes. Wait, hang on. Did I add wrong? I might have.
You
said
Cass was at 11, right?
I added wrong. Okay.
Yeah, we mentioned
so
this.
She
You
would have
must
been
not
at.
have heard.
Okay. No. I did. The problem was I added wrong. I added 10 in 20.
Yeah.
That was my problem.
Yeah.
But with that injury, that would have only put her up to 28 out of 32 hit points. But with this half-hour rest, that would put her up to 31.
Alright. Alright.
If assuming my math checks out on that.
Yep,
Okay, good.
I believe so.
MDG, sorry, I didn't mean to send that twice.
Injuries are.
So, would the party be okay with me taking 500 resources and crafting some food for us so we can try out the digestion system?
Sure.
Alright, so I'm
I
going to
don't
use
object.
that time to use my chef abilities and make some delicious, delicious food for the party.
I got Eris back up to full hit points by using 1 potion and 3 Oron berries.
Nice.
So, Eris,
Did you also account for the 1/16th? Maybe you wouldn't have needed to use all 3 berries?
No, because with it, like with the 1/16th I did, it would be Eris was up to 30. So with that, that's when I used everything else.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Jakob, please elaborate about the digestion system if
So in this case, each Pokemon's demeanor has, nature has a associated flavor profile that goes with it. Eris has sweet, Brienne has spicy, Robin has sour, Psyche has dry, and Polly has bitter. So I make snacks as the chef, and each of them costs 100 Pokédollars, or in this case, ruble bucks, ruble resources, or whatever we have. You know, I can make some mini chocolate pancakes for Eris, some coconut chili rice balls for Brienne, lemon puffs for Robin, popcorn chips for Psyche, and maybe like a eggplant burger for Polly. And each of them gets a buff. Since it goes with your digestion profile, gives an extra buff. So, for Salty, this means when you get hit by an attack, you gain 5 temporary hit points. If you like Salty, you get 10 instead. So you get hit by an attack and gain 10 temp HP. You get that one time, and then the buff is gone. But it's just active whenever you want when something happens.
So which Pokemon is salty?
All of yours, however, specifically none of ours, but I've got the rest of the list. Spicy, which is Brienne, gives a bonus of when you make a physical attack, you can trade it in to deal plus 5 damage, or if you prefer spicy food, plus 10 damage on that attack, on any attack you attack.
So, and I'm sorry, you said on any attack,
A physical attack from Brienne, anytime you want, you can cash that digestion buff in to do plus 10 damage on that attack.
Okay, and that's a one-time thing.
Yes, until I make you more food.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Sour, for Robin, for instance, when you are hit by a physical attack, you gain plus 5 resistance damage reduction, or if you prefer Sour, plus 10 damage reduction. So, you know, tank flags. Dry for Psyche would be when making a special attack, plus 5 damage, or since you like Dry, plus 10.
Psyche making a special attack? When does that ever happen?
Yeah, Thunder with a plus 10 damage bonus on it for free is pretty sweet. Sweet for Eris is you can trade in your buff at any time to gain plus 4 evasion until the end of your next turn. And if you prefer sweet food, you also gain plus 4 accuracy until the end of your next turn.
Axum, or like Axum?
That's actually for Eris.
Oh, Eris.
Yeah, so even quicker Eevee. And then the bitter treat for Polly is when hit by a special attack, resist 10.
Brienne, I'm dumb.
So basically, as far as things go, it's either you gain some hit points, gain some accuracy and speed, or you deal extra damage or resist extra damage.
Remind me of the buff for Polly again, please. I'm sorry.
I'm actually just going to do a little clip of this and post it in our chart channel.
Ah, lovely.
And I'll give you guys that in just a second.
Thank you. Much obliged. All right.
And you can cash these in at any time. We'll see if they're useful, and then see how to proceed.
All right. Anything else during your rest period?
Half an hour is enough for training one Pokemon, isn't it?
You need a full hour.
Do you? I thought the thing said we
No.
need an hour.
No, you need an hour.
Base. Brienne's gonna make friends with Cass.
Alright. Have Brienne roll a charm.
Okay. She's not good at these.
I would like to make friends with my new Burmy.
Alright, I'll get to that in just a moment, Ace. Layla, Brienne makes a good effort, and, though Cass is a bit reluctant at first due to being stubborn and hurt, eventually she starts to, let down her walls a little bit. So essentially, slow and steady progress is being made, but progress is being made.
Good.
Ace, make me a charm roll. You're not entirely too sure what Burmy wants outside of just vibing, but after you just spend some time just vibing, Burmy kind of seems to acclimate to you some more.
Awesome.
So at first, Burmy was just sort of like taking its new situation in stride, and now you believe that it has more or less accepted its new situation, or rather, it is content with it.
This is my life now.
And
I am okay with this.
that.
Excellent. Glad to know that we can be friends.
And, you know what? As it, sort of, like, sits and just sort of, like, vibes with you, you will actually see it start to amass a bunch of the, junk and clutter scattered about and start bringing it into its coat.
Aw. What are you doing, little guy?
Turning pink.
Yes!
It looks like it is going to be making a trash cloak.
Well, as long as he feels happy.
Unfortunately,
Things, doesn't it?
I don't know if he'll have enough time to do it.
Aw.
I can
Doesn't
gather,
Burmy
like,
have the quick coat?
It does. I just don't remember off the top of my head how long that needs to be, or if they can just do it instantly. Let me check.
I will let
Do it
him,
instantly, but I will double check.
I will help him gather some trash.
All
Oh.
'Cause I
That's
mean,
called bonding.
Yeah, I see. That's what he wants to be doing. So I'm not gonna throw him no shade. I'll help him out.
I am cooking right now, but otherwise I would do stuff with the other Pokemon. I just want 1 hour, and then I'll do stuff with the new Pokemon.
I mean, you guys can spend as long as you want here.
If you guys want to do a full hour, I can do some training on the new Pokemon.
At will, standard action. Yeah, Burmy can just
Oh, cool. Then in that case, yeah,
get that up.
he'll be able to do it in just a matter of minutes.
Got
Cool.
that. That was recorded. Okay.
Which means I have some work to do real quick.
Right.
I'm also going to fashion a little pouch out of the cloth that I have and put some trash in it because Burmy's not that big.
Oh no,
So I
not
figured
at
I
all.
might as well start making making pouches of like little like trash piles, little cloth piles, and then like maybe sand and rocks. So that way, as we go somewhere, it's easier for him to camouflage to the surroundings. Looking out for you, buddy.
So I'm okay with us taking just a half hour, and I can explain that time away with spending all of it doing the cooking and stuff. Or if we do the full hour, then I can do training.
Well, the longer we spend, the longer Professor Cypress is in danger. Do we want to spend the time training?
Are we going to be using our new Pokemon, do we believe? Because some of them are very low level.
I would like to help Bulbasaur get stronger if I can, even if it just means sending him in and then calling him back.
Do you have a name for your Bulbasaur yet?
I think just Bulbasaur works fine.
Why don't you do the little cutie pie then?
Toshi will lean down and give Bulbasaur some pets.
I think Cass will feel better having a little bit of training too.
Alright. So you guys will spend at least 1 hour inside the shack. And then Professor...
Alright, so...
And then Professor Grand Oak will actually chime in as well. Give me a second.
Let me know when I can tell you about the training I will apply.
Alright. If Cass is gonna go for that training, Layla is gonna do her own training for Brienne then. And she will do... She will do, brutal training, I think.
Cool. So before you go further with that, Professor Grand Oak will chime in via your Pokegear.
You know, I've got to say, though we haven't been here long, the place is certainly the space for resources, and it's able to endure the elements. Perhaps we should make a note of this place for the rest of the Rebuilder Corps to make use of later.
Consider it tagged then.
Excellent. I'll mark it on our maps on the GPS.
We'll keep an eye out for any other place.
And, yeah, you may now feel free to elaborate on the training, Jakob.
Right. It's the first time I've gotten to use Groomer. I can apply Groom to up to 6 Pokemon in 1 hour, so I'm going to get all of the new Pokemon. They get to have experience training, and I can teach them Poke Edges and apply any features that I could apply during training, all in the 1 hour for all 6 Pokemon.
Ooh.
Alright, so
They get half their level, plus, let me find the exact thing here.
The edges, is that temporary or permanent?
They gain any edges I can train them in.
Okay,
Like
gotcha.
right now, they spend their mentor points and get trained.
Gotcha.
So when you're grooming, you can get all 5 of the new Pokemon and 1 more.
Yep, so... Our other Pokemon have already benefited from experience training today, so unless anybody has any edges they want me to teach their Pokemon.
CC's fine for now.
I'm good for now.
Yeah, I think only
I
the...
can train Garrison agility, so
Got
So
it, so
half the level plus how much?
plus 5.
2 plus 5, so 7 experience.
Yep, everybody play half the level plus 5, and remember, you get a mentor point for your Pokemon. Tutor point at every 5th numbered level, so 5, 10, etc. So, during that time, I'm going to apply Mixed Sweeper to Betty to give Betty the first rank of it, which gives me an extra 3 stat points to distribute to any non-attack stats that I want.
What? Alright. So then, are you guys ready to resume your mission?
I am, yep.
Wonderful.
And if you guys want, this is also where I can apply that capability training thing that I told you about to all of the Pokemon. So apply that same thing again to all of your Pokemon, the new ones, with their initial starting tutor point.
Okay.
So then with that, Professor Grand Oak will chime in once again.
Not to break up the rest and relaxation, but I believe it's time we got back to our search.
Our Pokemon are ready.
Excellent! I've already charted a course, and I believe it should take you to the Professor's last known location.
Thank you, Professor.
Sorry.
Alright. Ace, you were gonna say? Ace,
I think
thought
that was
heard.
me.
Oh, then Corinne, my bad. Nix, then my
So basically, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna just gonna kneel down by Brienne, to Brienne and Cass, and tell Brienne, I'm gonna give you a break, okay? Because I know. You've been doing a lot of really good work, and I think Cass might help with tracking the professor. So I'm gonna need her help. You're gonna be on point with me, okay? Just gonna give Cass a little pet a little scratch behind the ears.
She
Ready for a
accepts
break?
it.
You ready for a break, Brienne?
Brienne will let out a sort of yawn, and she'll proceed to like wrap herself in her cloak like a blanket.
Okay. She will recall Brienne into her Pokeball.
All right. So then, you guys head out.
Yep.
Move on.
Nope.
Let's save the professor.
Cool, cool. So, after some careful travel and considerate steps, you will eventually arrive at the professor's last known location.
Oh my god, this. I know this music.
Oh, do you?
I know. How can I forget this music? Anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
I feel bad because I don't have my music on, so I don't
It's
hear
alright.
it until I stream.
Don't worry about it. It's not super important. And you'll be able to hear it once this goes on YouTube.
Yeah, as I said, like when I watch the stream.
Yep. Anyways, so you will all arrive, and you will find a large building with a massive chunk taken out of it from something, and a large pile of debris scattered across the ground. According to Professor Grand Oak's coordinates, this was the professor's last known location.
I should probably have Cass out. As well as myself. I realize I'm not anywhere on there. So I was updating them. She's gonna have Cass sniff around.
Alright.
And see if she can try and pick up on scent that typically doesn't belong, which she would assume is the professor's scent.
Alright then. Give me just another moment.
Good. While that's happening, Layla suggests maybe we should see if that Roton drone might be around here somewhere.
Toshiko, do you have any, maybe any pictures that look similar to these buildings?
Toshiko goes through the drone footage from the first time we saw
Alright,
to see like if the tagged coordinates of that the drone's last location are anywhere near here.
I'm going to say perception check, Toshiko.
Perception.
Perception. Ooh, that's a good one.
Alright, yeah, you are able to tell that the, geography and structures in the footage do not match that of your current area. So
Well,
the
the drone
drone is
went down
likely
didn't go
not
around
here. I'm sorry, go on, Toshiko.
No, yeah, like Toshiko communicates that to the party.
Yep. Well, maybe if we look around the area itself, we can find some other clues. It's like
Not
those.
bad.
It's just like those old detective shows. Like what was that one from Alola?
How thick is the rain? Like, can we kind of see outlines of the buildings? Can we see signs on them from where we are? Or do we have to move a lot closer?
The rain is coming down pretty thick. So,
Okay, so I'm definitely going to try and stick more with the group and head up over this way. That's good information, thank you.
Yeah,
Ayla
I wasn't
is
going
gonna-
that far. I was going towards the center of the area, so that way I can get a good look at.
Let's look at this building right here first, like all this shit.
Layla's mostly gonna stay around like this area where the debris is, kind of get an investigation on that, while Cass sniffs around.
all right. So, go on.
Is there any structural type buildings, like ones that actually look pretty hardy? Because if so, that's might be where somebody takes shelter.
Make me a perception roll, Ace.
Since it's urban, don't forget the +2.
11.
All right. With an 11, you're able to tell that these buildings, despite the age and the dilapidation, still look relatively strong. So pretty much any of these would make a pretty safe shelter. However, what happened to this building would require a tremendous amount of energy to create a hole that big and that expansive, as well as leave the amount of debris that it did. Honestly, the fact that the building is still standing is both a testament to its structure and or an anomaly.
Is the debris look like something blew out of it or something blew in it?
Perception roll.
I almost hit the wrong thing.
Since we're all kind of investigating the area, do you want us all to make those perception rolls?
You can if you want, but I'm going to be processing. But I would ask that I be allowed to process them one at a time.
Take care. Okay, that's fine.
It's 9.
9. All right. Yeah. You notice something peculiar. The scorch marks on the debris look like they come from a bolt of lightning, but they're on the wrong side to have been struck by lightning from outside the building. Meaning, there was apparently an electrical explosion of some kind that blew out the building from within.
I'm gonna go back to the group and say, whatever happened to this building, it was an electric type from inside.
At this point,
An electric type or an electric?
Go on.
I don't know if it was a Pokemon, a machine, or a person, but it was electricity.
Maybe it was one of the lightning bolts. I mean, they seem to be striking pretty fiercely.
He said that it came
Yeah,
from the
but-
inside, right?
It's inside, yeah.
What?
Like a transformer bird. Yeah. Don't you
What?
see how the debris like?
Ow.
Layla be able to determine if buildings could generate that kind of power or if it might be from a Pokemon?
I'll have that be a Pokemon education roll, but first have Cass make me a, perception roll. Or a survival roll.
It could be either or.
Then you choose.
Actually, it doesn't even matter, because with Jakob's training, her survival was upped. So it really doesn't matter. But I'm gonna make this perception.
Alright.
Come on. Thank you.
Oof.
And then Layla will make a Pokemon education. Oh, hang on. Cass also has the tracker capability.
So she does.
Yes. So I'm wondering, let me just double check to see if that tracker Pokemon has a strong smelt.
Yeah.
Do they want to try and test it? They can pursue it with a perception check of 8 or better to pick up a random set from nothing. A perception check of 14 or better will allow the Pokemon to follow that set. To pick up a specific set from nothing, a perception check of... Okay, so basically gets... Okay, it's basically like if they want to follow things, like specifically picking up traces of things. But
She seems-
Cass has made her perception.
Then with that, she does indicate that she has found something, as you see her first start to, like, jolt and bristle. Anyway, meanwhile, as for Pokemon education, it is... Given what happened from the impact, it could theoretically be possible that there was some sort of electrical malfunction within the building, but it would have to be like a very electrically intensively focused building, and this looks like it was more like just an office building for the most part. So a Pokemon might be the culprit, but for a Pokemon to be able to blow out a wall like that using only electricity, not many electric-type Pokemon could do that. So,
It's
if it was a Pokemon, it was a hell of a Pokemon.
is there a door on this side? Some kind of
The entrance would be up front over here.
okay.
There is going to be a moment where it flashes, appropriately enough, in Layla's mind that the Pokemon, the thing, the creature she saw in the sky, the image of that flashes in her mind, and then she will hear Cass bristling, and her attention will turn to her.
She's got her nose, like, stuck in the debris. Not stuck, but, like, buried in it.
Hey guys, found something. And then she will go over to look. Also, I see you have Grookey out.
Yep.
Layla, survival roll.
Excellent. Unfortunately, since this is strictly urban, I do not get the bonus.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Alright, sorry. Okay. Okay, yeah, so... You go over and you see that Cass has found, staining some of the, debris and stone, beneath it, what appears to be a strange, dark liquid substance. And beside that, you find what appears to be fading and faint impressions in the ground, like footsteps, leading away
or
from the
shoe?
debris. See what?
Barefoot or like soles of shoes.
Are they even humanoid?
It looks like the ones that you find look human. Also, medical knowledge to identify the liquid substance.
I was going to ask, first of all, is that liquid substance, like, fresh, or, like... Well, I suppose it can't be dried with all the rain, but, like... There's Medicine Head.
Yeah, you're pretty... Yeah, you're relatively certain that that is, in fact, human blood.
Going to kind of collect the blood as much as she can from the rain, and she's gonna give it to Cass to sniff.
Alright, and then we're gonna hop away from Layla for a bit. Jakob, you look like you were trying to do something.
For the doorway, I'm at least going to first kind of like see if it's closed right now, if the door is kind of open. Is it even fully intact?
The doorway is, it is fogged and overgrown with mold and moss and other foliage very densely, to the point where opening it would be considerably difficult without either a significant amount of strength or clearing away the debris.
Any kind of way to peer inside at all? Like get visual or not really? I'll pull out my flashlight and try and shine it inside.
Alright, make me a perception roll.
Toshi is also with Jakob, checking out the building.
Alright. Then Toshi may do so as well.
Pow!
Alright, wow.
No.
Toshi, you're not able to get all that much, but Jakob,
I'm fascinated by this building.
it's not
Imagine
much,
so.
but you are able to get something. So it looks like from the faint holes that you can see in the cracks and gaps in the foliage with your flashlights, the building itself looks mostly abandoned, but you see a massive pile of debris just like cluttered and scattered about the first floor, and it is also subsequently covered in those similar looking scorch marks, meaning whatever caused that explosion in this building, its power was more than you even reckoned, because it more or less collapsed a floor, which kind of sent a chain reaction of dilapidation and collapse.
Jakob is gonna look at Toshiko and say, is there a way we can tag something as dangerous so people don't try to go in here? This is much too perilous.
Structurally unsound.
We shouldn't even try. This thing could collapse if anyone possibly messes up inside there.
Understood.
Toshiko
The building is
immediately steps away from the door.
And Professor Grand Oak will chime in.
The building will be marked as a do not enter zone.
And
I'm-
an icon of danger will appear on your map at the coordinates of the building.
I'm getting out of there. And I'm going to look at Ace and go, no, this is not a good one.
Alright. Just give me a second.
Trust me, Ace, you'll be finding good stuff. I want to keep you alive to keep finding good stuff. That's one of the big dead buildings.
Cece is going to make an intuition roll. As she sort of like looks at the rubble.
Come on, sister girl. Not bad.
Alright, way to go, Cece.
It's my
What-
girl.
So with that, she will sort of like gaze at the debris for a moment, scanning it over, and then she'll look to the group and say, "Hey guys, I think I noticed something."
Toshi perks up.
look at the way the debris is, like, scattered about, and the way it's laying around. And in comparison
observe.
with the, scorch marks and the, trail that, Cass and Layla found, I mean, it doesn't seem consistent. Like, if what Ace said was true and this thing was blown apart from the inside, you'd think that maybe they would have fallen in a more, I don't know.
Random.
Well, actually, it's more like more piled up, I guess, and yet they seem too neatly scattered to look natural to me. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a detective. Aloha, Detective Locky! That was the show!
So, like, the entire wall just came down and settled naturally rather than falling and bouncing and... Okay, yeah.
No, actually,
Yeah, that makes
No,
sense. This is
I was talking about the TV show earlier and just remembered the name.
but also, no,
Okay,
Toshiko, what I mean is, I think someone may have moved this. Someone may have, like, moved
there's
the
blood.
debris a bit.
We found, Layla found blood. Maybe someone was playing about in it or tried to find something inside of it, or maybe someone was hit.
Should we move the debris?
I'm going to gently, like, as soon as Toshiko says that, Ace is going to gently, like, start moving the debris, like, the top first, so that way, like, nothing falls or disturbs anything around it.
Alright, athletics roll.
You ain't gotta tell me nothing.
Alright, yeah, so Ace is...
damn.
Ace is digging like a fucking pro, and his salvaging prowess really fucking shows here. And sure enough, as you clear away the debris,
Just montage of Ace just throwing debris.
you see that there is no sign of a body from either the professor nor executor within the debris.
Do I find
What?
anything in there, like more blood or like an article of clothing? Like not like an actual, like, hey, somebody took their shirt off. I mean, like a scrap, like it got ripped, or anything in the.
You know what? Make me one more perception roll.
Hey, could any of us also help out too now that everyone can see it's cleared out?
Yes.
That is just 6 because I was able to fix the modifier.
Alright.
I see you. I do. Sorry, my dog is currently trying to bite me and fake screaming.
Oh.
So adorable.
Alright.
She'll scream at everybody else but me.
Alright, so... Ace, you find what appears to be part of a leaf.
I'm gonna put that in my little pouch.
Toshiko, you find what appears to be a shard of cracked glass. And
Wait, I forgot one. I'm so.
no worries. Layla, you find what appears to be a scrap of white cloth with a red stain. And Jakob finds what appears to be a smatter of a thick, dark green liquid substance.
What kind of check would it be to identify it?
That would be... Yeah, that would be general education.
General education.
I'm sorry,
I
what
forgot
did
to
you
roll for
suggest?
grace because she's like a.
Pokemon education? Is it executor
Oh, yeah.
blood?
Oh yeah, Pokemon education. That would probably be more sensible.
There's the 19s. They're back.
God, I love when there's a meme established and it's only a couple sessions in.
Yep. The consistency is like that of blood, but the green color consists more of a chlorophyll kind of composition. That's what I'm looking for. Thus, yeah, you arrive at the conclusion that this might indeed be like the, for lack of a better term, blood of Executor. And that the
Which way
leaf
were the footprints
that...
going?
Say what?
Sorry, no, you were saying something about the leaf.
And that the leaf that, Ace found was part of Executor's leaves. And...
Whatever happened here absolutely destroyed this entire area and a lot of things around it. Actually, all of us, let's move away from this a little bit right now. I'm gonna kind of try and guide people maybe like a few feet further back from this dangerous monster.
So then,
Not Executor, the bill.
yeah. So,
Layla is...
Toshiko was asking about what direction the footprints were going.
Yes.
They appear to be going this direction. If that was visible. If not, then,
It
Yeah, no,
wasn't.
it was.
There it is.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So southeast. Layla is going to take the jacket strap, and she is going to give it to Cass to sniff and say, "See if you can find a scent. Which way does it lead?"
alright. So,
I'm gonna try to beckon Cecilia a bit further away from it as well. It's a very unstable area. I'm not comfortable being right next to it.
then, with this case, I would like everyone to make me an intuition roll. Trainers only.
Trainers only?
Yeah.
That's
Ugh.
the name of my shoegaze band's a new album, Trainers Only.
Wow, way to go, Toshiko.
Instincts.
I don't know if I'm allowed to add 2, so I didn't.
Yeah, no, it's intuition. I don't know if survival plays into that.
Hang on. Nature Walk allows +2 on athletics, acrobatics, stealth, perception, and survival, so not intuition.
Okay. I didn't know which all ones I was allowed to, so let me
Way to go,
do
CC.
acrobatics, athletics. You said survival?
Intuition.
Stealth, perception,
Alright.
and survival also get +2.
Alright, we're
okay.
talking about two different things.
Well, I already
now.
had perception, so now I added it to the other ones.
Yep.
Right.
Alright. So, you all managed to roll high enough to arrive at the same conclusion, putting all the facts that you've revealed together, that you believe that the professor may have been trapped beneath the debris from whatever caused the explosion, but either dug herself out or was dug out by someone else and taken off. Either way, you believe that she may still be alive.
Cat. Sniff.
And so Cass starts going to work. However, I now need one more perception roll from everybody.
Trainers only or trainers and Pokemon?
Trainers and Pokemon.
Okay. There we go. And no, there we go. Oof. I'm glad Cass rolled good.
She rolled the same perception as Eris.
Alright, give me a second. It's gonna take a little bit.
You just doing a sound check? Okay, good.
Yeah, it's just
Check.
My phone
check.
glitched.
Already I'm scared.
You'll hug me and I'm scared.
What's your favorite idea? Mine is being creative.
Green is not a creative color.
Yes! Whoa there, friend, you need to slow down.
I got way too excited and I just scared my dog. My job? She's my job.
Whoopsie doodle.
Oops.
So yeah, Grookey's currently just riding around on Toshi's shoulder.
No. Burmy is back in his ball and Eris doesn't have a ball.
Taking a nap inside of his luxury ball.
Mm,
Yes, extra. It's on the sheet.
of course he does. I shouldn't be surprised.
I have two others in the chamber if I find Pokemon I really want.
And you definitely have no shortage of those. That's gonna be a tough choice.
Oh no, I'm just going to buy more luxury balls.
Oh, okay.
Pour out at me.
Alright.
In the next couple minutes, I may have to skedaddle just for like a split moment, so that way I can take my dog out.
Yeah, you take our break in a few minutes, if anything.
Yeah, no, we'll be
I mean,
going
I-
off the
I
break
figured-
very shortly. In fact, right after
You're
this.
fine, no rush, but I was just letting you know.
But yeah, so
Good, Ethan? Is it just quiet?
yeah, it is.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm
Well-
watching my phone go from like green to orange to red back to green, so like it gives me like mini panic attacks.
I get ya.
All right. Oh boy. Here we go.
Scared. Well, we can at least be comfortable in the fact that either the Pokemon or the trainer got above 10.
So. Before Cass can examine any further, suddenly Ace
What are you volunteering me to do?
Give me a second. As soon as it fucking rolls. There it is. Okay, you will suddenly be hit by something out of the shadows, striking you rather mercilessly. Take 47 points of damage before defenses.
Holy
Yikes. Okay. Ew, baby, are you alright? You have allergies?
And Layla, what is your evasion?
evasion.
Yeah.
Wait, you said 47 damage before what?
Before defenses. So subtract your physical defense from 47.
Either way, my evasion is 2.
Okay. Then, if the evasion meets the number, does that mean it misses or hits?
Yes, it hits. It hits. It's meet or beat, just like AC.
All right, cool. Then yeah.
I'm at 4 hit points.
Then Layla, you will also suffer the same attack for 41 points of damage.
Minus defense?
Yeah, minus defense.
Okay.
I am at like 4 hit points.
41 minus 7, that makes it 35. First of all, ow. 59. Okay, hang on. Come on. Give me the thing.
Okay, sweetie.
Save settings.
Defense is
Then
8, so you took 30
minus
damage?
I'm at 25.
AJ, were you at maximum previously?
No, I was down, but only by a little.
That's enough to give Layla an injury.
Like, I think I was down like 2 or 3, and I'm now at 4.
Because after your defense, you only took 39 damage, right?
He said before my defense.
Before your defense was 47, and your defense is 8.
Yeah.
So you took...
Alright, so let me redo my calculations. So 39. Okay, that's a lot better than what it was. I am now at 12. I'm still not happy, but that's a lot better.
Yeah, but both of you passed your halfway point, so both of you have an injury and your maximum is reduced.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yep.
And
Sure.
then suddenly you will see these figures pop into view.
Oh, wait. There's more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh god.
I don't see 4.
6.
Oh, wait.
1, 2,
I'm not seeing that.
3, 4, 5, 6.
2 people, 2 C-Dot, 2 Nuzleaf.
Interesting. More new meat. And
We are.
and with this ambush sprung, we will take our first break.
Ah! A scurry.
Ace is on the ground, like holding his side.
Oh, I'm pretty sure both Ace and Layla have concussions from that bullet seed, and that is our injury.
Probably. I'm gonna go let my dog out now because she damn near scratched up my arm.
No worries, no worries. So we'll be back around 03.
Oh, 3.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Alright. Then we will see you guys
if you get
in
back
10.
early, Layla, if you get back early, could you particularly help me with the leveling up thing? At least like the start of it.
Yeah, sure, I can do that.
All right. Only
I
if we
took
get back. Only if we get back early.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Alright, see you guys in 10.
See you in 10. Ah! I don't wanna do this. That hurt.
Yeah,
it
ambushes
hurt.
suck.
Only when they're against us.
I believe in you guys.
Boy. Did you want to put the bumper up?
Oh, probably a good idea. Ah.
Lord. I'm a little sad. I took a bite of the cupcake that I've been saving for. And it's not the cream cheese frosting that I was hoping for with red velvet cupcakes. And so I'm sad and disappointed. This was not a worthy purchase. You're back. Hey, Frey? If you're still here? Uh-oh. Dang it, they're muted. If somebody could help Kimber, because they asked if, they could help out with leveling Burmy, which I think leveling was basically just allocating stat points. If I don't make it back in time, and I said that to like everybody. I don't know if
I can work on
back.
it.
They're still here.
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
We can make sure Burmy gets leveled.
Thank you. All right. I will burp.
Alright.
Beckett, would I be able to get access to Burmy, please?
Yeah, just give me 1 second.
At your leisure. We on break. I'm eating some yogurt.
Nice. Okay, yeah, that sounds about. That sounds better.
Thought we were taking a little bit too long here. Ambush probably would have happened even if we, right as we left.
Oh no, this is an inevitable encounter.
Yeah.
But it's great for dramatic effect.
Oh yeah. Jeez. Hard hitting right out the gate.
This is a fucking post-apocalyptic world. This is not gonna be pulling punches.
So, I chose to increase Tai Coco's power, speed, and combat. So,
Alright.
once Tai Coco evolves all the way, he gonna be strong.
Strong monkey.
This tab, which is where we've got PDFs of everything. Let's see. Page 337.
But yeah, 5-strike moves in this fucking game are way more deadly than they are in the video games.
Only if you roll well.
Yeah.
But dang.
But like when they roll well, oh my god, do they roll well.
All targets in each score. So Tai Coco, let's go ahead and select. Is selected. Tai Coco has a score of 11. So does the bullet seed automatically have the D8 result clocked in there?
No, I change it every time after I roll it. Oh, right, Burmy. Alright, you should have access to Burmy now. Let me just change
beautiful.
one thing real quick.
Just vibing.
Ba-ba.
Pink!
Alright.
Okay, I've returned.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Very
I
chipper
suppose while
music.
ever,
Beat too.
I suppose while ever, yeah, very chipper ambush music.
Well, this isn't ambush music right now. This is break music right now.
I was making a joke.
And we will be broken. Just like Layla's nose.
Pretty much.
So did they both just roll really well on their 5 strikes?
Yeah.
Well, it almost missed Layla, but she just has a little bit more, she just has a little bit more, they just rolled like one more than her thing.
Yep.
Well, also just on the amount of hits they got.
Yeah?
I've been here for a while, and then I noticed that, like, the normal people who are normally here early were not answering me, so I'm like, well, okay.
Muted.
Whoops.
No, I wasn't muted. I even unmuted myself and everything, and it didn't show that.
Oh.
This is the
It
first
kept
time we're
saying-
hearing you.
Screwy.
By the time I got back, it said that you were muted.
Yeah, because I muted myself before I left. Like, you guys have been playing with me for years. You know my internet is kind of shoddy for my phone with Discord.
Yeah.
That'll happen.
Yeah, so it basically just kicked me off and then didn't tell anybody that it kicked me off.
Oh.
The works. At least it gave me some time to talk to my Skyrim online people and tell them, hey, by the way, sorry for being a douche, but I wasn't ignoring you. You know, Tuesday and Wednesdays I got games and I'm not jumping on. And they're like, oh, you're actually here. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm not going to be on until midnight. And they're like, oh, well, we're all going to be sleeping. And I'm like, yeah, I get you. So.
All right. So the chronicler action can be done as an interrupt. So Toshi gets a shot of that bullet seed hitting Layla in the face.
Dude!
What was that noise? I heard something click.
Dude! we're eventually gonna hate you, and one of us is gonna snap and be like, "Can you not take a picture of us getting our asses kicked?"
It's the picture that I took right before Layla hit me in the head.
Yeah,
You
do
need
you
to stick them down.
Do you remember that Ekans?
Remember
That,
that picture
yeah, the
that she took right before my Eevee, like, you know, got fucking, like,
Well,
demolished?
but if I take pictures of moves, that gives me and my Pokemon +2 to evasion against those moves.
What does plus
Oh, that
two
must be
even
nice. Why don't you
mean?
help us?
What are you talking about?
Alright, it's
Yep.
not lad. Go not.
oh my god.
Alright.
Yeah. Do you remember when you
Try to-
do you remember when you took a picture of that Ekans right as it was attacking you? That's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be,
that was gorgeous.
that's gonna be either me or Ace being like, "Stop taking pictures of us!"
Alright, so are we all here? Are
Ace
we
is
all
gonna throw a
back?
rock at you.
Yep.
Oh yeah, going.
Wonderful. Then with that, I shall get us ready to transition back over.
Excellent.
How do, we as people feel?
Basically the same way as Pokemon do. Like for every rest that we get, when we rest, for every half-hour of rest, we regain a tick of hit point.
And, potions and Oron berries?
You can eat berries.
Yeah, I was about to say, unless stated otherwise, I'm pretty sure that those still work on us too.
Yep, you do
Alright.
not count digestion buffs.
Yeah.
Or refreshments. Berry.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Alright, so then, as we get back over to the map, we now see the storm once again still pouring down on our heroes as they have been ambushed by some brigands, matching the descriptions given by their team before them.
Oh, this music.
So, I'm gonna need some initiatives.
I believe a lot of us got it. I think just Ace and
Ah.
Eris need to get their initiatives in. And Eris now has the agility training, so that's a +4, I believe, to Eris's initiative.
Oh, that's right. I was gonna apply that to Polly as well. I just forgot to mention it.
Oh my goodness, Polly has 18 initiative.
And it's raining.
That's right.
Yeah,
so,
but it doesn't have Swift Swim. It has Water Absorb.
basically any water attacks would heal it.
Eris has 19.
Damn.
Holy shit. Eris got buffed. So I guess Eris goes first. Yeah, holy shit. But again,
Yeah,
but yeah, since,
she's on.
sorry.
I need to judge it.
Yeah, no, Polly's moves are boosted in the rain, so. Because rain boosts water moves.
Yep. So,
Unfortunately, they're all grass type.
mm-hmm.
Crap.
The people aren't, though. Maybe.
Yeah, no, humans don't have types. So,
If
are
only
we
Cassidy-
all here? Are we all in initiative?
Maybe you
Yep,
just-
we're all ready.
Type.
Alright. Then, in that case...
Yeah, I didn't bring my Burmy out because all he can do is protect.
Yeah.
Who hit Ace?
Don't know.
That... looks like this Seedot is, kinda cooling off from an attack.
Then that's who Eris is going to quick attack.
Before Eris does that, though...
Okay.
Mouse does a quick attack.
Oop, that's not right.
Has priority over Speedy McSpeedster.
Okay, look, she does speed, it's okay. She's going to rehab.
Nuzleaf is going to... 5-foot step. And... I'm gonna rotate and face the right direction. And then they are going to attack Eris with a fake out.
Oh no! Oh!
Rude?
Dang, that has priority. Woof.
Yep.
It does, and if it hits, then Eris is flinched.
Yep, so Eris takes 24 points of damage before defenses and is flinched for this round. Meanwhile,
Bullshit.
this Nuzleaf will do the same thing, but to Taikoko.
One.
The rules for flinched have been posted in the chat.
Alright.
Thanks. Sorry, I'm trying to get the right hit points.
It's okay, I'll lower your initiative for you.
Rude? Why
Oh,
would
and Eris is vulnerable, so they don't get evasion to defend.
For one turn.
Yes.
And now for the attack on Taikoko.
You can just stop going into the red. That'd be pretty fantastic, you little Where did you post it? In Texty?
Oh, no, sorry, it's in the
Roll20
Roll20 chat. I can post it in Texty as well.
No.
Wait.
I'm looking for it, is what I'm saying. Oh, I see it now. I'm just dumb.
Alright. Taikoko, take 23 before... What?
What does Taikoko have for evasion? I can be hopeful.
Not yet, no.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, so Taikoko take 23 before defenses, and you are flinched as well. Alright. And next up is Polly. And...
What?
Uh,
Oh, yeah, because Eris is... Right, got it.
Yeah.
Speed Lord.
and they're going to see the severity of this situation. So... Give me a second, I need to look at what they're gonna do. And what they can do.
So weird.
Ooh.
I don't like that ooh.
No, this is
Can you
Polly,
not
so this
do
is a
that?
good ooh.
Oh, okay. Then by all means, ooh away.
What are you doing? Pretty good.
Alright. Yeah, this seems like it would be a smart move for now, especially given the position since Polly is currently engaged.
Lay down. Here, got your blankie. Blankie and your pillow. Come here.
Dang it. Okay. Hopefully this works!
Please. Go, Polly, go! Go, Polly, go!
Yes!
Yeah!
And this Nuzlocke, not Nuzlocke, Nuzleaf Scout falls asleep. Also, by the way, speaking of, this is a Nuzlocke encounter, or a lethal encounter. You and your Pokemon can die here.
Shit. Oh shit.
So, plan carefully. Alright, but Poliwag did some good work. Eris, it is now your turn.
Eris is flinched.
Which means
Oh, their initiative is just lowered. They still have their turn.
yeah, you still get your
I'm
turn.
vulnerable.
Yes. Just for one round, but
Yeah, I can't do quick attack.
Oh, you still could, I just, forgot that would also take priority, but it doesn't really matter at this point.
You're good. I will do tackle on the one that hit me.
Alright. So, shift action, oops.
definitely a hit.
Oh no, that would actually work. So, shift action, step back, and then get the dash, and then boom. And that'll hit for 29 points of damage and knock him back 2 squares. And, he will take that damage. A hearty hit, but it looks like he's still got some fighting spirit in him. Cass.
Oh, first things first, can Cass figure out the C-dot that may have hit Layla?
This one looks like a smoking gun.
Okay. Unfortunately, grass resists electric, I believe.
You are correct.
Do you have any physical attacks?
But it is also a first form.
This is true, as is Cass, though. However, Cass has a pretty good special. Also, it hurt the person who is trying to help it. So it's gonna stay by Layla.
Alright.
And it's gonna growl and shockwave this C-dot.
I'm going to assume when you say growl, you don't mean the move growl.
No.
Cool.
She
Alright.
doesn't have growl. She has howl, but not growl.
Alright, so, shockwave it is.
Alright.
And that cannot miss, so that's sure damage.
That's essentially, it's half damage, so that's 12.
12 like special defense.
Alright.
Yeah, 12 minus special defense.
It doesn't seem particularly phased by the attack.
Okay, so next time Cass will hit with something harder.
Alright. Toshiko.
I really don't want this Pokemon to be attacking me. I really want this Pokemon to be my friend. I don't have the Mind Meld yet, so it'd probably be real hard to just charm. This is the first time. Let's go ahead and do a Pokemon education to try and figure the Nuzleaf in front of me out.
Okay.
Oh my god! Toshi, what
DC
happened?
10. I don't make it.
You're still too startled by just the suddenness of the brutality of the ambush to really be able to think straight right now.
Toshi's freaking out, man.
Nuzleaf, that's a grass, or is it a dark, or is it a... Yeah, basically like that.
Toshi takes a 5-foot step back to avoid provoking.
Mm-hmm.
And Tai Coco hops down to the square beside as she does.
All right.
Aikoko is ready to thrash.
Jakob
Wait.
is next.
Wait. Oh, right, I got flinched. Never mind.
Yep.
I was like, where am I in initiative? Not yet.
All right, Jakob. Unless you want to give it to Layla first. Jakob? Buddy?
I had my mic hit on with that thing. My little mute button's right here.
Oh no.
Well,
Ready. So, Jakob is uncomfortably close to someone who is most likely going to be doing some serious damage to them. So,
Disengage.
yeah, I'm going to do a disengage for my movement. That's really the main thing I can do here. Is flanking a thing in this game?
yes it is.
Yes.
Move over here to assisted flanking over on this one to help take it out.
All right, well that one's currently
Yeah,
asleep.
Yeah, that one's asleep.
Fuck. Well,
You could
these guys.
shift diagonally up and flank with Lickitung on the one that was on you.
Oh, I can shift like that. But isn't it only one square? Or can I go all the way around?
You don't have to be directly opposed to flank in this game. It doesn't have to be like
Like-
parallel opposites.
Okay, gosh, then I'll go right up here, as you said.
Yep. Cool. All right, and Layla.
Need some
Okay.
moves.
Seeing that Polly took this one out,
For now.
for now, yes. You know what? I'm gonna save it for later. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Layla is going to draw her survival knife, and she is going to lunge towards this one.
All right.
Where'd you go? There you are.
Stole what I was going to do.
There you are.
They're flanked, so. Oh yeah.
Yep, so that's 22 damage. And then to finish, oh, well, I suppose I should have done this, she would have done this before she moved, but she is going to give brutal orders to Cass.
Got it. Please respond faster, roll 20. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be a pretty nasty stab to her, but she looks like she's still able to fight.
That's fine. This bitch can engage with me. I don't care. Also, Dover, yes, this is actually a Nuzlocke encounter. Yeah, we're this is gonna be
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, I've declared this a Nuzlocke encounter, which is what I call lethal encounters, so yeah. People and Pokemon can die in this fight. So don't die! Speaking of which,
Flanked.
Cecilia. She...
Layla, do you mind if I attack the same person as you? Because that was originally going to be my quarry.
Please help. Honestly, I am totally okay with us just
wanna
like
take these down.
converge. Yeah, just converge and take down.
No, this isn't a matter of, like, honor and, like, kill stealing and bullshit. This is a matter of survival.
Like, Layla is totally having everybody just like
Alright.
Just
CC,
send.
what is your speed?
Oh, what they did to the professor. Fuck them up.
yeah.
Alright, what is your speed? Your
Put these
speed is... Your current speed is 8. No, wait, overland speed. I'm stupid. Alright. Not great. Unless I got them... Anyway. Alright, yeah, so...
AJ could probably get around over to here and then be flanking with Lickitung.
Absolutely.
You don't have to. Flanking's a lot simpler.
One...
I know, but also just when they get taken out, they're all in position to start moving down this way.
She's going to move over to Ace and use one of her super potions on him.
Oh, excellent. What is how much does that heal me for?
40, I believe. Let me double check, but I believe it's 40.
I think it's 60.
But I mean, really? Okay, I'll keep going. Yeah, keep auctioning it up. Let's go.
Well,
Anyone, 70.
30, 35.
100.
It heals 35.
35, final answer.
Sold!
So Ace, heal 35.
Alright, hold on, I gotta do some math. Holy crap, it gets me up real nice. Oh, I'm at 40.
Because of your injury, that puts you up to max, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But only just.
So yeah, you.
One tick.
So yeah, as you get ready to strike, you suddenly hear Cecilia running up to you, and she pulls out a super potion, sprays it on the afflicted area. It stings like a bitch, but you feel your wounds closing as it is applied. And now it is Ace's turn.
Alright, he is going to grit his teeth at the pain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still got moves for days. So, and then I'm going to attack her.
Alright.
Bitch is going down.
She's
Struggle
yelling
buggle.
for me.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Excellent.
I have a silly question.
I have a silly
Does-
answer.
Does a knife let you use cut?
Not entirely clear on that.
What about slash?
Again, not entirely clear on that. I need to look further into weapons. I would think they would.
Yeah, I'll just look later, but it just seems funny.
Can it use stab?
Rookie.
That was good. That was really good.
If only- No, but you get stab from
Normal,
it.
I can't make it normal.
Anyway. So yeah, that's gonna hurt, but she's still able to fight. And then Tai Coco. Locked in combat with a Nuzleaf.
Tai Coco is going to take a little step here.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tai Coco is going to use Scratch, which is a pass move. As a pass move, Tai Coco can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Unfortunately, the C dot was not in between, so I only hit one person with this.
Yep.
Still.
A decent hit.
Whack it in the face.
Oh.
Yeah, pass moves are fun.
Okay, yeah, so... Yeah, that's gonna be a pretty decent hit, but they still look like they're raring to fight.
Alright, so Grookey threatens the C dot and we move on with our lives.
No, C dot.
So let's see, which one are you? You are the one in front of Grookey. It will proceed to... Harden. Increasing its defense stage by 1.
Does the other one do that too?
Yes.
Very effective turn. I am excited to see the next installment.
So, next up is the scouts. First one is asleep, so they got a roll to wake up. I believe that's just a d20 roll.
Denied.
Let me check the status. Afflictions 246. Sleeping trainers and Pokemon receive no bonuses from evasion, can take no actions except for free and swift that would cure sleep. DC 16 save check.
Yeah, he does not save. He is still out like a light.
Stay asleep.
We've had all those Xanax. It's unfortunate.
She's going to... The other one's going to look around her, and then she is going to smirk. And then... she will strike at Layla.
I would attempt to intercept.
It's a melee move.
Okay, can you not intercept melee moves?
I believe intercepting is shoving someone out of the way. Let's double check the ruling on intercept.
Yeah, good. Yeah, let's double check that shit.
Combat maneuvers 241. Maneuver, intercept, melee, full action, interrupt. An ally within movement range is hit by an adjacent foe. You must make an acrobatics or athletics check with a DC equal to 3 times the number of meters you have to move to reach the triggering ally. So 1 meter, so 3 is your DC. If you make a DC 3 acro or athletics, you push the triggering ally 1 meter away from you and shift to occupy their space and are hit by the triggering attack.
It would be embarrassing when I fail. Nope. Alright, so I'm going to push Layla over to here and then move into her space.
Alright, so you watch as she goes to strike for Layla's arm, but you shove her out of the way, intercepting, and instead she strikes your arm and takes... What are you holding?
I don't have items.
Then she is not able to take anything. with
She
her
tried to
turn.
use thief. She tried to use thief.
Yeah, she was trying to take Layla's knife.
Okay, well, I don't have items.
Yeah, so you
I'm
just...
not pissed.
So instead, you just take 25 points of damage before defenses.
Let me check my defenses real fast. So that would be just regular defense because it is a physical attack.
Mm-hmm.
And my defense is 6. That's Alright, so that should be that.
Okay. Betty.
Okay, I'm gonna have Betty use Lick on this character over here.
She got that extendo tongue, don't she?
Yes, they have reach, so I can do 2 square attacks for
Wonderful.
some of my...
Oh god. C dot run dot run.
God.
Taste like a bitch!
There we go. There we go.
Okay, yeah, it's paralyzed and takes 38 damage before defenses, and is flinched.
In my continuing series of critical hits with normal types, that's a dab.
And paralysis in the Roll20 chat.
Thank you. So yeah,
I'm actually going to activate Tongue Lash because it's a free action when I hit with, so you're also flinched.
Yep, I figured you would, and I took that into account. It doesn't like that, and it looks like it is in pretty dire straits right now.
Your turn's over. Get out of my face.
Yeah.
And he crits immediately.
Your Pokemon, whether it be Robin or Betty, just completely have a It's never a Pokemon encounter until Toshi gets a 19 on a Poke Ed roll, and one of Yakum's Pokemon gets a nat 20.
I have chosen the life of pacifism, but my children, my Pokemon, they have chosen violence and a life of eternal hatred.
Dover says, I'd say you got that guy licked.
You're not wrong.
I stay at 14, right?
Yes.
At the end of Betty's turn. I don't think they need to do anything else.
Alright, and so, with that, we will go back to the top of an just kidding, suddenly ghost!
Are you shitting me?
Hey!
A dust skull appears!
Want.
I was about to say, you, I believe, are on my wanted list. The fuck is that?
It will hover, looming menacingly as it scans the battlefield. Who has the lowest HP right now?
Probably me, or that Nuz got paralyzed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
Or the lady that we just attacked.
It's one of us three.
Alright.
Because I healed at least a little bit,
Yep.
so I should be
Yeah, you're back at 47.
Alright,
It's
I
not
just
you.
need to look at
Good.
something real quick.
What the fuck now?
Okay.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
It's very effective.
Dover's having way too much fun with tongue puns.
Yep.
Using lick is a tongue of fun.
Alright, yeah,
Ugh.
so they are going to suddenly let out a blast, or rather a bolt of ghostly darkness that strikes directly into Nuzleaf
Thank God.
for 9 points of damage.
Just absolute chaos.
Okay. Make him uncomfortable.
Can't wait for one of these buildings to explode halfway through just to spice up the battle even more.
Throwing some shade that way.
Alright. Nightshade will hit for 9 points of damage.
Are you all tucked in and all ready to go nanan?
Oh, skull. Nice.
Oh, Dover says, oh, that's significantly less huggable.
How? Speaking of huggable, Polly is up.
Yeah. That would be the case.
Oh no.
Were it not
Now
for
what?
another dust skull!
God damn it.
Oh, okay. That's not thrilling.
God damn it.
Skull. And it will. What is its overland?
Overland or flight?
Well, levitate, whatever.
Yeah.
5. Okay, so. Yeah, it is also going to target the Nuzleaf.
You know what? I'm not turning away the help.
Just wait until we're one of the ones with the least hit points.
No. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. And don't jinx this, Frey. I will fly to your place, and I will steal your cat.
Scud. Nuzleaf is down.
Nice.
Good.
Their eyes begin to glow as Nuzleaf falls unconscious.
No.
And next
Okay.
up is Polly.
Also, take care of Dover. That's enough typos out of me. Good luck not dying. Thanks. I think we're gonna need it.
Cool. Polly. Going to move 1, 2, 3. Engage with Nuzleaf. And then CC will cry out, Poliwag! Time to bust out the secret weapon! What? Ice Ball!
Oh!
Here we go!
As it suddenly rolls into a ball and the liquid it accumulates begins to freeze around it. And then it rams into Nuzleaf for 16 times 1.5.
That would be 24 damage.
Yep.
24 points of damage before defenses. Nuzleaf is now just like staring daggers at this Poliwag, who is rolling like a maniac.
Keep going. Your
All
next
right.
one will have your damage plus 3. Wait, is that damage boosted in the right? No, because it's not a water move.
No, it's
Never
an
mind.
ice move, so no. Eris.
Alright, well, Eris's little quarry is, yeah. So, she's gonna look around, remember that this little guy attacked her trainers. So she's gonna go after him with a tackle. And bye! Come on, buddy. There you go.
That's a nice one.
Nice hit.
Dang, max damage.
Right.
Alright.
Did I kill it, or did I just knock it, like, into the sun? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, no, you just knocked it 2 squares back.
Frey's picture was covering where it was on my screen, so that's why I'm
I
like,
see.
wait a minute, where'd it go?
Alright. So, good thing it bolstered its defenses the turn before.
Otherwise, you would have killed it.
Nah, it's you wouldn't have killed it, but you would have done a lot more damage.
You had something on your head. I had to pick it off. I'm sorry.
Still, that's you land a pretty strong hit. It looks like it didn't enjoy that.
Good. I'm doing my job then.
Speaking of creatures not enjoying things, Cass.
Alright. Cass is going to... You know what? Actually, what Cass is going to do is she is going to go over by Layla. No.
Pork.
She's going to do a no, wrong thing. Jesus. She's going to use a. First of all, how is this one doing?
She looks like she's starting to get worn down. A good attack might take her out.
Cass, what's your overland? Your overland is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's nowhere near enough. What about this Nuzleaf over here?
The hit from Polly certainly seemed to damage it quite a bit.
Okay. In that case.
5?
Yep. So what she's gonna do is, yeah, she's basically gonna come over here and tackle the Nuzleaf. As Layla gives, as Layla tells it to assist Polly.
All right, and it is now flanked.
Yes. And
Minus
with
2 location.
Yep. Also, crit hit and effect range is +1.
It's not a crit, but it's a hit.
Yep, that's 20 damage minus defense.
All right, and it is knocked 2 squares. Pretty darn decent hit.
Yeah, I was about to say, probably knock it that way.
Yeah, it looks like it isn't able to take too much more damage. Tachiko.
Well, Toshiko is just absolutely fascinated by these ghosts. So she's gonna make a Pokemaniac check and take a picture.
Just go give me a kiss. Just come here.
Ugh.
No, it's okay.
I think it likes it.
You look like an interesting little fellow.
All right.
You tell all your friends.
So
So
Pokemaniac,
that-
that's when you do your thing. Yeah.
Level, types, nature, abilities.
All right, Duskull, level 9, type Ghost, nature Patient, ability Levitate.
All right. Snazzy. That's Toshiko.
All right. Next up is this Nuzleaf. And it is going to munch on a berry.
Oh, how dare you! What kind of berry?
Looks to have almost like a thick yellow, rough exterior to it. And, it will, restore its health before looking to Polly.
Uh-oh.
And holding out its arm like a gun.
I don't imagine,
Oh no, that would provoke an attack of opportunity, technically.
By who?
Lick a tongue.
Aha.
Boop, 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 boop.
Oh,
Very good.
See if the evasion gets.
Probably won't. This thing's
Probably
not
not.
fantastic at speed. Yeah, yeah, no, at best it meets. So, that's a hit.
Down. Oh.
Alright. Regardless. Bullet seed goes off.
oh fuck.
Can Cass make an inter? Oh wait, no, wait. Cass can make an intercept for ranged.
Yep. Acrobatics roll.
Hold on. Oh, hang on. Pokemon must have a loyalty 3 or greater.
Yeah, no.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. So, never mind. Proceed.
But Cece might try it.
Oh god, CC.
Okay.
So what's she gotta beat?
For the ranged, select a square within your movement range, make an acrobatics or athletics check. You may shift a number of meters equal to half of the result towards the chosen square. So you need to get athletics or acro of 4 in order to intercept that.
Alright. Well, Cecilia's not great at either of those things, but she'll give it her all.
All you have to
Just
do is
need
me.
4.
That's it.
Yeah!
Alright, Cece. This is probably gonna
She has
suck
her
for
phone.
you. Yeah, this is gonna suck for her.
Oh no.
Alright.
I don't like this, Stacy.
Come on. Roll, damn it. At this point, the suspense is killing me too.
I bet
that
that misses.
That's probably gonna miss.
Alright,
Please,
To have
please.
2 evasion.
Yeah, she just needs 2 evasion. Please, 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 please,
Celia.
please, please, please.
she has 1 evade.
She doesn't have any defense. She doesn't have any physical defense.
No! I mean, not enough to get her more evasion. She only has 1 evade in each.
Yeah.
Oh, but wait, if she has 1 evade in each, then
No,
that's
you
1
can
for
only-
speed. Oh, you can only do 1?
Yeah, you can either do your physical or your speed, or you can do your special and your speed.
Oh, I thought you could do both. Never mind. Damn it.
So wait, so
No,
she has 1
she would
physical
need-
and 1 speed.
Yeah, so if she doesn't have 10 speed or 10 defense, then this definitely hits her.
Yeah, no, she does not. She's not a physical character.
No, oh no, Cece.
But it's only 35 damage, so it's not as bad as it could have been.
Still! Is it
That
enough
probably
to give her an
gets her.
injury?
Alright, so 35 CC's defense is kind of solid. Give me a second, sorry. Gotta calculate
okay.
real quick.
Artemis, you're fine.
Yeah, that just barely injures her.
Oh shit.
Well, it's not dead, so I'll take it.
True.
As the seeds just like embed themselves in her chest.
Does a potion take, basically, does it make you vulnerable to an attack of opportunity?
I have to look at attack of opportunity again, but I would assume so, depending on your position.
Thanks. So, add-op can be triggered if an adjacent foe uses a standard action to pick up or retrieve an item. So, pulling the item out would go, but using it would not.
Got it, then.
So you could pull it out, move, then use? No.
Can I disengage and get over to here?
Standard action is...
Well, disengage,
Engage from this character by moving here, and then move one more... Wait, I can't do that. I can move here, and then that would be going through Layla's square.
Can you do that?
You could disengage and go down here.
Then I'm going to take an attack opportunity from them, so there's no real point in moving. I don't have a place I can go to at the moment, so...
Yeah. She doesn't look like she's at death's door by any means, though.
No, with the way these things hit, any of us are at death's door at any opportunity. That's not... Like, that 59 takes out pretty much any of us, if that was a crit, so we can... An opportunity. But I can't do a potion without getting attacked, so I can't really do anything this turn.
Alright. Layla, you just saw one of your closest friends take a fucking bullet seed to the chest.
And Layla's gonna go over and punt the Nuzleaf.
Alright, punt the Nuzleaf.
Just... Ugh! Where'd my struggle go? You're all the way down here, aren't you? Yeah, there you are. Fucking punt it! Damn it!
It dodges. Cece's turn. She's going to see you run into Defender, and then she's going to just sort of like slowly get up, and she's going to fling herself at the Nuzleaf. See how you like it!
Fling herself just like full on tackle.
Struggle.
That'll hit. Alright. Oh my god!
What?
She barely knocks it out!
Oh, nice.
Good shot her.
Yeah. So she just sort of like body chucks the Nuzleaf, and as it hits the ground, it's just out.
Shit, girl, there goes my heroic attempt.
Who says you always get to be the hero? I took a bullet seed to the chest.
We'll compare bullet wounds later.
Wounds, it's 8 per. Gonna fuck this person up.
Right.
Ace, fuck him up.
Ace will fuck him up.
Ace gonna give it to you.
Ace is going to crack his knuckles, and then we agreed that I like roll struggle if I hit somebody, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Sucker puncher. That's a good one.
Oof.
Oh my god!
Takes her out, doesn't it?
Just barely, yup!
Nice! Go Ace!
Just bouncing back and forth saying, hit me! What happened to
And
other
with
things?
and with a strike to the back of her neck, she goes down. Tai Coco.
Tai Coco takes a step and tries to scratch.
All right.
Oof. Not with that roll.
The scratch slides off of its slippery and hard exterior. Giggity.
That's what she said. I know I don't got anything on TV, I'm sorry. I can turn my Switch on and let you watch that.
It is going to disengage and... Layla, I'm so sorry.
Denied?
Layla, I'm so sorry!
No! Don't you hurt her!
It's Sunday all over again.
Who?
Uses Bullet Seed on Electrike. Come on.
That's
Yep, that'll
bad.
hit.
Oh my god, that's
Minus defense.
defense is 5. That downs
So-
Cass.
35 damage. Downs Cass. Cass gets an injury.
Cass is down.
2 injuries then.
Like, unconscious. I don't know what death, like, how much it goes till death.
Negative 50 or negative, like, 200% of your hit points. It's one of the two. It's...
Okay, hang on.
You're not in death range yet, though.
Right, no, it's minus 36. Okay, Cass is at negative 5 right now. My god, stop killing my thing!
It's time for the big guns.
I'm getting flashed. Oh no!
If you have a fainted Pokemon, it just takes a shift action to pull out another one.
Alright, this other one can just leave. We don't want you. Don't get out of here. You get.
What the fuck?!
No! No! No!
It's gonna fire at Eris.
Oh,
What?
The Seedot is going to open fire at Eris. Does anyone want to
Eris
try and
is-
intercept that?
What you do is your digestion buff for extra 4 evasion against this attack until the end of the
Yeah.
next.
I'm going to do that. How do I do that?
It
say
just
it.
does.
Okay.
Alright, so plus 4 accuracy and evasion until the end of your next turn on Maris.
How do I evade this?
We find out.
Hope it rolls low enough.
Alright, so
It does! You dodge it!
Oh, thank God.
it would have needed to have gotten an 11 to hit.
Mhm. And bang! And it just like dodges each bullet with like expert grace.
Matrix style dodge.
That's my girl.
What about you,
This
big
first.
boy? Oh, he's awake!
Cool. That's his turn.
What the? Betty.
Quick, Betty! Put him back down!
Wah! Wah, wah, wah! 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 Wah!
wrong thing. Let me find the right thing.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Alright, cool. I'm going to activate the second use of Tongue Lash to to paralyze and flinch the target.
Alright, and he's gonna take some damage from that too.
And that'll be that.
So you dealt the 23 and then you made him flinch
And paralyze.
and paralyze? Whoa.
Yeah, Tongue Lash, you apply both of them automatically when you hit a target with Lick twice a scene.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So, paralyze. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Flinch and paralyze. He's going last.
Yeah, screw you.
What? Fuck, no, not that. There's one too many ones there. Alright. And then after that, it is the Dust Skull.
Okay, I thought I was tweaking.
One of them is going to see the downed person float over and proceed to attack with a coup de grace.
Your ass is coup de grace.
Strider, oof, the Sita are the real threat here. Yeah, they are.
No.
Also,
Okay.
thanks for joining us, Callus Strider. It's nice to see you.
Is there another Strider in this
Yep,
chat?
in the stream we have Callus Strider who's joining us.
Oh, lovely. Sorry, I'm also playing with my PlayStation. Like, I'm not playing a game, but in downtime, I'm trying to fix some stuff.
No, that's fair.
I actually think of taking Provocateur first, just so I actually have some moves that I can use in combat.
Okay, I think I fixed it, so I'm good. I almost flipped my crap.
Shit, I'll still put all the classes as fast as I can, just to let myself do whatever I
Come on, baby. Come here. Come here.
Alright, anyway, so it is going to roll to hit first. And then I'll worry about the rules minutia.
You're not very well, my love. Next, you're gonna.
Alright, yeah, no, it's not gonna hit as it struggles to bite through the armor. Or rather, bash through it with its skull face.
Not tries to gum it. It just gums it.
Skull!
Skull.
And,
It was way funnier than it deserved to be.
the second Dust Skull will, attack Toshiko.
What?
I don't think it likes getting its picture taken.
Toshiko, just capture it.
Is it using Nightshade?
Nope. It's using Astonish, but it probably doesn't hit.
It sure doesn't. Toshiko is astonished and takes a step back before
Skull! And it will just suddenly, just sort of, lunge at you, but you will be able to dodge it narrowly.
Oh, no. Do that. You can just come with us.
The sky!
Should I think of it Sun and Moon where they...
Why do these dust skulls sound Russian?
The skull, the skull.
Skull, the skull, la 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 la. Anyway, so Polly's gonna roll on over to the other Nuzleaf dude and ice ball again. No, wait, no, not. No, she can't.
The Cedar?
She can't reach the C-Dot in time.
She can't move 3 meters? What about this one?
Well, she was right here. No, she was right here. She started right here. So she would have to move, bless it. She would have to move
And
1, 2... she could barely make it, I think.
Yeah, she can make it.
Alright, cool, yeah, then she will move over and she will definitely use Ice Ball on that C-Dot. Hope this works. Yep.
You added a +3 for base damage?
I did not. Let's try that
Yeah,
again.
because
No.
each
I
success...
think this is the damage base, not the total damage.
Yep. So,
Yeah.
this will up to damage base 5. So, that's actually not that much of an increase. So, it's just a matter of simple addition. So I just add 2 to that.
20 damage.
40 damage. No, wait.
40 minus defense damage.
30 damage. Minus defenses. Because super effective.
Oh, yeah.
That move was super effective.
Right, because it's half again as much. Not twice as much.
Alright, yeah, that'll land a pretty solid hit, but C-Dot's bulk manages to keep it standing. And then... just a second.
Hey, Brandon, just
Yep.
as a heads up, not this time, but the next time, my Eve is going to use quick.
Got it. Alright. So... okay, next up is Eris.
Alright, well, right now she's going to use tackle.
On whom? Oh, right.
The little guy.
Dodoy.
Yep, she is going to growl, not confusion to the move,
Alright.
and flick her tail and tackle.
Solid hit. But it still stands.
Jeez, this is a hardy one. Don't say it.
That's what she said.
So you might say that it's a hard nut to crack.
Ah!
Yeah,
God damn it.
Cass is dead. Well, not dead. Fainted.
No!
Okay, wait, I have a question, because this, this Dieter's what HA does next turn. Is she able to take a potion?
No, not when they're fainted.
Got it.
So Tashiko.
Well. I don't want this Pokemon to attack me. I want to try and calm it down with charm.
The skill or the move?
Yeah, the skill.
Okay.
So, let's see. Where's the using it in combat?
Oh yeah, the maneuvers.
Maneuvers, disengage, disarm, dirty trick, manipulate?
Yeah.
Push, spirit trip, intercept melee, intercept mage, grapple. Bonmot, flirt, or terrorize? Flirt. She was essentially flirting with the dust clouds. Make a charm check opposed by the target's... That's what I meant. Make a charm check opposed by the target's charm or focus. If you win, the target is infatuated with you for one full round. The target automatically fails their save check.
I feel like there's something somewhere to try and improve the disposition of wild Pokemon and can be used to try and prevent conflict. No, Berry Groves is 2 page 15. I don't remember where the DCs are listed. Because I feel like there's like to improve a wild Pokemon's disposition.
You can do a charm check. Let me try and find it for you. I apologize.
Charm is usually rolled as part of an opposed check.
Okay. As a standard action, trainers may make a charm check to try and improve a wild Pokemon's disposition one step. Very hostile to hostile, hostile to neutral, fearful to neutral, neutral to friendly. I assume that this is hostile?
You can make all the assumptions you want. I don't tell anything.
So yeah, your DCs are on page 215. I don't know how hostile this thing is to me, but I want to make it less.
Alright. I will go to 215 then.
And it is a charm check.
Which, because I have Poke Psychologist, I'm going to use Pokemon Education instead.
19, baby!
And because I took a picture of it, I get a +2.
19, baby!
Alright.
Do you see the page?
Yeah, I see it.
Here comes the charm.
Woo!
Let's hope it's not very hostile. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. It's okay. It's okay. You're restless. We can work with that.
Jakob.
Well, I'm going to do my disengage, and move here.
Yep.
And then, sorry, so exactly how many spaces we have for movement? It's the overland, right?
Yeah.
But you use your shift action to disengage.
Okay, then I will pull out a regular potion to use on Layla right now.
Alright.
Me?
Yes. You're 25, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you're the closest. I'll use it on you because Betty isn't injured, and then you can either use one on your Pokemon or on Cece, whichever. But you're the one who's there.
If they're fainted, they need a revive or a revival herb or something to actually, like, get them back up.
Gotcha.
Potions don't work when you're fainted.
Right, this is not D&D rules.
So the potion has worked. It has been used on me.
Yes.
In
You gain 20 hit
Okay.
points.
Okay, got it. All right, she's back up to 45.
So yeah, you feel Jakob spray the potion on you. It stings, but you're healed.
Okay.
Alright, Layla.
Okay. If I have seen Pokemon if I've read Pokemon switching correctly,
Yep.
even though a full Pokemon switch requires a standard action, if the Pokeball is if Pokemon is fainted, it can be switched out as a shift action.
Yep.
Correct. And if you haven't... Sorry.
And then its turn will show up in the initiative. If its turn would have passed, it acts immediately. So she is going to switch out Cass for Brienne.
Alright.
And I believe that Brienne has a higher. Yep, there's. Uh-oh. Hang on.
She multiplies.
Shit, I didn't mean to do that. Brienne's speed, I believe, is... What? Brienne's speed is greater than Layla's, so that means that...
It acts immediately.
Yes. I just want to get her on the initiative if the page will work for me!
No.
Works once the world over here.
Alright.
Quick question, does anybody have a revive?
I don't think so. I don't think
Yeah.
any of us have a revive.
Wait, didn't we have one?
Yeah.
We do? Who has it?
I think it was given to you in, like, the initial briefing.
Okay.
So either Toshiko or
No, we
Yaka
full
holding
restore.
on to it.
We have restore, not a
Oh,
revive.
full restore. Yeah, no, that's not a revive.
Alright,
I'll check my inventory, see if I have one.
alright.
Shit, that's you.
How does this guy look?
Not great, but not like he's about to die.
Toshiko is completely ignorant of him.
Okay. Oh, real quick, because that was a shift action, does that mean Layla still has
A standard action.
a standard?
Yes.
Okay. Then
I have one. And I'll
Can-
give it
okay, so just to clarify, do you want Brienne to act now and then Layla does her standard?
Yes,
or do
it
you want
says
okay.
that the Pokemon acts immediately if their initiative is higher.
Excellent. In that case, castivated. So Brienne is gonna. You know what? She doesn't like that Brienne is, or Toshi is being attacked by a Duskull. So she's gonna have Brienne dual chop the
Alright.
Duskull, and it's a dragon move, so it'll hit.
And,
No,
you
no,
can
no, no,
use- and you can use it twice.
Yep. Alright, so first attack. That'll be 34.
Okay, hold on. I'm just trying to look up the exact. Okay. Yeah, if one attack roll hits, move the damage base. If both hits over, the damage base value is doubled. Cool.
So I just roll another
Accuracy
roll-
roll.
accuracy roll, not damage. Okay.
Yep.
And you can increase your damage base to see what it would be.
That's gonna hit. This thing's speed is terrible.
Oh shit. Okay, so that's a lot of damage.
Now that's a lot of damage!
That's a lot of damage.
So what's your damage base?
The Brienne's dual chop's damage base is 7.
So what's damage base 14?
Type it in and find out.
Afraid to.
Fuck around and find out.
Yeah, just increase it and click the move again.
It's literally plus. It literally adds plus 7 to the damage.
Oh, okay, then that'll be 41.
7 to the damage.
Yeah, it adds 7 to the damage, basically. I think.
Hold up.
7.
Okay, you know what?
Uh,
I'm gonna confirm this.
double strike. If both attack
Damage base
rolls
7
hit,
is
damage
2d6 plus 10. A damage base 14 is... No, it is way more! Damage base 14 is 40, 10 plus 15.
Oh.
plus another 17 from your attack. So you need to roll 4d6 plus 32.
Oh jeez. I think that thing is dead.
As
If you guys haven't seen Dragon Pokemon before, they absolutely rinse people out.
Oh, that's right. And you get a +2 from being fucking dragon type. Holy shit, so that's gonna be damage base 16. Or no, wait. Okay,
God.
so dual chop is damage base 7. times 2 plus 2 from stab. So that's damage base 16.
Is that how that works?
Yeah. Damage base
I'm
adds...
hoping this thing doesn't die, so be as generous as you can.
So damage base 16 is 5d10 plus 20.
It's gonna be dead. It's gonna be dead.
5d10
Plus 20.
plus
Is that-
17.
Is that generous enough?
Where's the plus 17 coming
53.
from?
Your attack. Don't you get to add your
Oh, right.
attack to the attack since
Yeah,
it's a physical group?
yeah.
So this is 53 minus defense.
Yeah, it's fainted. Oh!
Brienne!
She did a good thing. She helped a friend. She murdered it. In
Right.
that case, Layla is going to range is 4 meters. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. Layla still has her weighted rope, and this one is just in range, so she's going to use her weighted rope on the person who's still awake, who just woke up.
Alright. Yeah, that'll hit.
So that's 22 minus defense.
Alright. He's still standing.
Christ, you hardy motherfucker!
Alright. After that, it's Cece. She's just gonna give herself a potion. And then Ace.
I don't know if this is going to give me an attack of opportunity, but Ace is going to move right here.
How much attention is the Duskull paying to anything other than its meal?
Yeah, either way, going quietly behind him, but you never know, and I'm going to attack this
Alright.
silly little shit.
Yeah,
Hold
Duskull
on.
does not bother.
I didn't think so. So yep, gonna run up and deck her.
Nice.
Deck him, but yeah.
Deck him. Well, you know what? Look, I am like zoomed out. They look like blobs.
No, that's the guy's name.
Alright, and
There you go.
knock him out.
Should have checked yourself before you shreked yourself.
Alright.
All that's left are these CDOT.
Tai Coco.
Tai Coco will move over to flank and scratch.
Alright.
Give him the stick. Don't give him the stick. Whoa!
Yeah, as the thing's speed is terrible, that hits.
For little damage.
Alright.
Why are you kicking me? That's not nice.
So, you will suddenly see a crack form in C-Dot's shell. And then, from those cracks,
Oh no.
will emit a burst of energy as C-Dot uses Bide. This will hit Poliwag and Tai Coco.
Let me see what you do.
And, both Poliwag and Taikoko will take 10 damage.
Is that before defense or no?
It ignores that, I believe.
Okay. So no.
Yeah, because it says lose X HP.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, look, I'm just connecting all my wires.
No, it's fine. It's a legit question.
I love that guy's initiative. It's not even a number. It's just you go last.
Right?
He's paralyzed
So-
and flinched.
Conscious, but
Well, he's now fainted too.
Alright.
yeah, not like I don't know about you guys. I'm not specifically trying to kill these people.
No,
I'm not
right.
like fat right now, but
I mean, like, once they're down and they're not hurting me, I'm not going to fuck with them.
And
I'm
then-
going to...
Toshi is very offended that Duskull got fainted.
still
Next
another
up-
one.
Yep. And it is also going to unleash a blast of energy from Bide, and Eevee will lose 26 HP.
What?
Well, that's not good. How's Evie doing?
You didn't declare the use of Bide?
It's an interrupt.
The user may use Bide as a reaction upon being hit on its next... So this is its next turn, but you never mentioned Bide before, right?
I don't see where I have to.
Like, I think what he means.
Since declaring use of Bide. Like,
Oh.
it's rules quibbles. Presumably, you would have been able to use it, but I think the way it should work is that you take damage, you react to use Bide, and then when it's your turn, you use Bide. But it has to be declared, right?
I mean, yeah,
I don't
was
know.
also trying to pull just like a sneak thing because I'm the GM, and it did
Fair.
do that. I just didn't announce it.
It was sneak.
I'm at 22 hit points.
But if we would prefer I don't do that in the future, I will acquiesce to that.
I mean, the system works. So that's okay. But you know, in the future, we'll know better how to do stuff.
Got it.
Bide, so
All right.
I believe next is Betty.
Yep.
that
So it
seems
ignores,
appropriate.
like, that ignores defense, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I'm at 22 hit points. I just wanted to make sure so I can type what I need to type.
Well, I'm gonna have Betty move up here and use Supersonic on the Duskull.
All right. Bye.
Ooh. Okay, well, I don't know what it's doing. It's giving me some syntax error dealy. There it is.
Yeah, that still hits. Like I said, its speed is crap. I'll double
Oh.
check though.
Confused.
Oh no, actually, so it has physical and special evade 2.
Then it has -2 accuracy next turn.
All right. Next up is Duskull. And it is going to be annoyed by Lickitungue's attack, but it is not going to use stop its main task just yet. And it will attack the downed body. Even with the -2 to accuracy, that will still hit because they are unconscious. So they will suffer 29 points of damage.
thought of him trying to astonish a fainted person, to me, is the most hilarious thing ever. Like, they're trying to startle them, but they're not reacting, and so I imagine them getting more upset by it.
We'll settle after this. Yeah, just lay there and be mad.
So yeah, it's either down to negative 50 or negative 200 hit points, whichever is lower. Not 200%.
Yeah.
Negative 200%.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's... She's not dead yet, but, you can see that, like, her body's, like, starting to, like, wither and grow more pale as, Duskull attacks it.
Good.
And top of the order.
Poliwag.
Use his ice ball again, that's another plus
Yep.
3 to its damage base.
Yep. He uses it until it misses.
Because it's basically the ice rollout.
Yep.
Yep. And it's flanking, so it's got -2 to its evasion.
It still hits.
Yep, barely, because of the -2.
Yep.
So that's going to be 32.
36.
Half.
And-
Yes, you're right. 36.
That will take it out.
Go, Polly, go.
Oh right, Eris is gonna use quick attack.
Correct.
Just do that now. Sorry.
You're okay, and it wasn't even on like the target that.
She was
You're
going
on.
for.
Yeah.
I will check to see if it evades.
Here's hoping. That does not.
It does.
Of course.
Tashiko.
You might want to start heading towards that dust skull.
The suspense. You gonna do it?
I'm gonna make a charm roll.
Alright.
Be a friend to the Pokemans. Need a DC maybe 15?
Do you wanna, maybe put does Brienne still go where she is, or does she go before Yakub?
Alright, she would go before... if her
Before me,
speed is
yeah.
9, she would go before Jakob, yes.
It's 10, but yeah.
Oh, 10, then either way, yeah.
Yeah.
Even furthermore before it.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, we're not here to harm you. You can no, shit. Okay.
And Brienne.
Brienne's move overland is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is your range 4? Hang on. Let me just see something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So Brienne moves here. then CDOT is barely in range for Dragon Rage.
Nice.
Thank you.
She was originally going to go for the Dusk Skull, but seeing how Toshiko kind of looked offended, Layla redirected her to go over and use Dragon Rage on the CDOT.
All
Even though
right.
she's not happy about it.
So
So that's 15 damage to the CDOT.
Bunk. It's out.
Thank God.
Brian gets so upset that she just lazily rages, like, here, I did it. Know what I wanted to do.
All right.
Quick question. If people faint, will they over time be okay?
If they are treated.
I only have one first aid kit.
So, with that, if Toshiko is just going to spend the rest of her time trying to coax the Dust Skull and nobody's going to interfere.
This is my first time being with this Dust Skull. I would like to use a charm check to prove its disposition towards us.
Oh, cool. Go for it.
I will use my skill stunt for first impression to gain a flat +6.
Okay.
19!
While they're doing that,
19 gang!
I'm going to move the two bodies to like out of the rain where they're dry and attempt to try to help them.
If you're gonna try and move the second body, there's gonna be trouble, so I'm gonna say just move.
Oh no, I'm moving this one first.
Okay, cool.
No, I'm moving that one first.
Alright. So, Jakob, as you contribute to the conversation with this Dust Skull, it will sort of like take its like eerie red, wispy eye and just sort of like look curiously at you two. Dust Skull.
I'm gonna kind of give a nod to talk about.
Are we still acting in initiative, or do I go?
No, just go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I really think we could use your help, and you seem pretty strong. Do you think maybe after you finish your meal that you might want to, walk?
Jesus Christ, Todd. Finish your meal.
Toshi, maybe can it not finish its meal?
Dust Skull.
It seems. I don't know what else does a Dust Skull eat?
You're a scientist.
I can't.
Layla's just gonna give Toshi this look like,
I'm fucking horrified right now.
yeah, like you realize this Dust Skull is eating them, right?
Maybe a pacifist and you're like, hey, you want to like actually eat a still live human?
I mean, I don't know. It's a ghost. Can I make a Pokemon check to learn its nature? See if maybe Jakob has something it likes?
Make a Pokemon education roll to see if you know what Dust Skull eats.
But from people.
Yeah. Nice. Jesus Christ!
We are bullying her into intelligence.
Alright, so, short version, souls!
Long version?
Look,
Toshi, darling, Sweetie pie.
I'm gonna rate a full Toshi whoa on my scale.
Yeah, like, darling.
There.
Aside from the fact that maybe we want to try and question them to figure out where they might have taken the professor.
It also feeds on fear and despair.
Oh, it can
Does
have
it-
us turn.
Does it not seem slightly creepy that you're okay with it feeding on human souls?
It also likes Pokemon souls.
Brandon, you're actually not helping at this moment. No offense, but gooch.
This is an intervention.
I want to go.
I'm sorry. You can catch it, but maybe not wait until it finishes its meal.
I would like to
Figure it out.
rescue that person, please.
That is nature.
It is also patient.
Okay, so that means I forget. Let me find the thing.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean.
You're
I was
good.
cracking my knuckles. No, I wasn't apologizing to you. I was
Patient
cracking
is
my
a
knuckles
hit
and I
point
made
one.
my dog jump.
Yep.
It's okay, baby. Oh, I'm being such a jerk to you today. I don't mean to.
Hit points. Salty?
Yeah, so salty would be something like... Oh, that was one of the ones that actually wasn't mentioned earlier. So that'd be like, it'll have sardines so it can feed on the misery of a dried dead fish.
What the heck?
If it would be a
Well, this-
wishy-washy in this case, but yeah.
Ow! No, let's
So
take that
Yakub
back.
offers the suffering of dead sardines.
Yes, the suffering of fish. Is this substitute that is worthy of you, O Lord?
It'll just start looking at the wishy-washy. That's basically the Pokemon equivalent of a sardine. And you will see them rapidly begin to just sort of like rot away as this horrifying black and gray aura just like starts imploding into Duskull, and its eye just glows brighter and brighter.
Immediate necrosis. Fascinating.
While that's eating that, is it possible for me to rescue the other person?
I was about to say, like, as soon as Duskull is being enticed by food, Layla is gonna try and go over to this one.
Oh, that's what Agent's been doing. Like, he was going to put her with the other one.
We like maybe do the other buildings and be like, hey, get them away from this fucking creepy ass researcher and her new murder skull.
Yeah, at the very least, at the very least, Layla wanted to start
Okay.
like tying her up.
Well, I believe Ace was trying to say something though.
I'm sorry.
I've been rescuing them. Like, I have been
Yeah.
taking them and putting them where Eris is. I wasn't going to tie them up because I don't want them to think that we're hostile. They ambushed us. I am giving them the chance because if they wake up, they will be weakened and we will not be. So if they try to attack us, we can easily overcome them. I am giving them the opportunity to show that we are not hostile.
Always beat them up again. We beat them up
You're not-
once.
Anyway, alright, yeah, so, to try and move the other body, while Duskull is feeding, make me a stealth roll.
Okay.
Way that Layla can assist.
We are distracting it.
Not in any way that would really
Me?
change the roll that I know of.
Oh, no, sorry. I-
Please
wrong.
let her assist. I actually have really good stealth, and I don't understand.
Sometimes you just roll low. However, Duskull's not exactly a paragon of perception. Unless he is. Let me check that shit.
God. Hey, Nix, what's your, ouch, Noelle? Sorry, my dog's really being an ass. What is your medicine education?
My med ed is, I believe it's untrained, so it's 2.
That's better than mine, so if you would like, could you assist me on, like, healing them? I only have 1 first aid kit, but I have really crap med ed. Mine is 1.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, you don't have to if you don't want to, but this is a
Oh
request.
no, it actually
'cause I
has
know
pretty
you want
okay
it.
perception. Okay, and let's have at it, I guess. Also, let me look up assisting real quick. Bless it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make things complicated.
No, it's good to look things up now, because then, like, later on, it's not much of an issue. So it's okay. Don't be
Second
beating
wave
yourself
of
up.
skill, page 220. 1 primary actor. Add half the skill rank of the helper as a bonus to the check.
Alright.
Yeah,
Roll
at
it.
least novice to.
If you have novice stealth, you can make this.
Layla does.
Then roll it.
I'm going to say that I assisted them.
No, that's not how it works. You made the initial roll.
Fine.
So you get to add. So Layla gets to add half her skill to the results, if I'm interpreting
That's
it correctly.
plus 7, which ups it to a 13.
No, not the result. Your rank, your skill rank.
Skill rank.
Oh, I misread. So that's plus 1 then.
Yep. So
That's
7.
fine. That makes it a 7.
It's not impossible that you'll succeed.
That's not too bad.
Damn it! I tried to help.
However,
Hey, no, you did help. You're fine. And you're going to help with the medicine, so once
as you
again, you're fine.
start moving the body and sliding it just out of place, Duskull's eye will suddenly turn towards you and it will let out a deathly rattle. Skull!
I...
Okay, that's it. Layla throws a Pokeball.
Toshiko, or rather, before we do this, is everybody at the table okay with this, or would they rather Corinne or Nyx not took that action?
Layla's thinking is that everybody's trying to charm it, and which is great, and it would have worked. But if no one else is doing anything, Layla is throwing a Pokeball.
It's close to 11 my time. I really
Yeah.
don't care how to roll it.
Like it's
I mean,
I know-
Pokemon
I know
can be
you-
just given over.
Toshiko is probably so focused on Duskull that she would not be able to stop you from throwing a Pokeball, even if she would object.
like if it's looking hostile, she's going to just
I
react.
just want to make sure that all the players are okay with this course of action, because I don't want
Oh.
people stepping on creative toes.
It makes sense.
Cool. Then yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
We have bigger things to focus on than a fucking Pokemon. Let's just go.
Okay. That's so it'll hit.
Also,
Yeah.
actually, might I recommend not just a Pokeball, but one of your special balls? A Nest Ball would technically work because it is below level 10.
Yeah. Yeah, so she can use one of the nest balls.
Alright.
Nest ball. Nest.
Hey, Brandon, can you, like,
Yes?
move, this person?
Minus
Over
20
here,
modifier if the target is under.
Maybe, hold on, over here, please.
Sorry, just give me a second. Alright,
Dude, you're totally fine.
so where do you want me to move? Oh, yeah. Boop.
Where Eris is, like,
Alright.
just above it.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's not her, it's the farther one.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Alright.
I have
so,
this
yeah.
image in my head of everybody trying to calm the dust skull, and in the background, Ace is just like dragging the bodies over.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
basically.
you hurl the nest ball at the dust skull.
I mean, even in the training exercise, Ace was doing his own thing, so it's irrelevant to our group. But I'm off doing tomfoolery.
Very useful tomfoolery, too.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be minus 22.
So you got a total of 21 on that.
All
22, because we're level. I believe, if my math that's right.
I mean, yeah.
We're almost done, and then we can go. It's alright. You're gorgeous. Don't let anybody trick you.
Oh, okay. Alright. I get it. I'm supposed to make that calculation. Okay.
Alright, you successfully catch Dust Skull.
Toshiko yelps as the ghost disappears from in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
Layla is going to very casually pick up the Pokeball. She's gonna look at Toshiko, and she's gonna hold it out to her, and be like, "Sorry, but we kind of needed to move on."
Fair.
Hey, when y'all are done playing with ghosts, can you help me over here? AJ says as he's casually dragging the last body.
Might I actually make a recommendation?
Says the professor.
Yes.
You'll probably want to get out of there because, well, if history is going to repeat itself, they may not be alone. There may be more coming, and your Pokemon aren't exactly in fantastic condition right now.
But Benny's fine.
Cass isn't.
Oh, then we should leave.
Yeah. AJ's going to set the other one out of harm's way together and make sure that they're seen, but like the elements don't get to them and
Yep.
rejoin the group.
Alright. And so, after a harrowing battle with their first encounter from this strange tribe, our heroes make their way off on their mission once more. But with their Pokemon having taken some hits and even themselves learning just how vulnerable they can be and how dangerous the world is, they will have to tread especially carefully going forward as the journey continues. So, with that will bring tonight's session to a close, and we'll just do a little bit of wrap-up before people have to go. So what do we all think of tonight?
Whoo!
Woof.
My baby!
Going to die.
My baby!
Your baby will be fine. We'll get her a revive and it'll be okay.
God, love it when you're a tank character with tank Pokemon that barely gets attacked.
This
And-
is gonna sound a little bit snide maybe, but I had a lot of fun tonight.
No,
Fun session.
I definitely had a lot of fun.
Mhm.
I definitely did.
And I also thought like the investigation and stuff was really cool the way you guys did it, and I'm glad that it paid off so well. What did you guys think of that?
Oh, definitely. I like the opportunity for us to
Oh, like-
approach out the combat with our Pokemon, like to use our Pokemon skills as well as ours.
Yeah. You were trying to say, Strider?
Like investigation, like with the building,
Yeah,
or like with the house.
both actually.
Okay.
I thought
I
you
am
were
intrigued by Lavender.
Yeah, I thought the little, like, character interactions at the house and was good character development, and...
I know this is gonna sound really dumb, Brandon, but I really like the idea, because Ace is the youngest, he's trying to seem brave, so he wants to say that there's no such thing as ghosts, but I really want us to go to Lavender Town, because he knows that ghost Pokemon exist, but I want him to, like, basically run into an actual ghost and get so freaking scared. Like, that is something that I wish will happen.
My dude, that doesn't sound dumb at all. That sounds completely legit and like a very fun and interesting character trait.
Because I'm trying to, like, actually play him as a teenager. He's trying
And
to,
you're
like,
succeeding!
it's because I hang out with them all the time for work.
And I mean that
Sure,
in a very
absolutely.
complimentary way. I love Ace.
Thank you.
I love everyone at this table. Everyone's doing such a good job. And yeah, no, the investigation scene with just like you at the building trying to piece together what happened and where Professor could have gone or if she was here. That was just so cool, and it played out like just as I wanted it to. And then some. And then the ambush happened, and oh my god, that hit way harder than I thought, and I rolled stupidly well on the
My
5 strikes
lord,
tonight.
The ambush,
Really did.
like, threw me, my dude. Like, the ambush threw me.
You guys
All of a sudden
need
I
to
got knocked
investigate.
down, and I was like, what?
Invest in HP for the love of God.
Oh my god. Like,
Poor Cass!
I hate you. Not really. I love you.
I know.
But give it. I'm having flashbacks. And Layla, I'm pretty.
Stay tuned to my
I
YouTube
feel
channel to learn more about that, by the way.
It hasn't happened as of yet, but it will happen. You'll see why. But holy shit. I have a feeling that Layla is slowly gonna go insane. Or at
Probably.
least she's just like gonna get some like heavy PTSD or
Also,
something, because she has seen 2 things that no one else has seen. She's pretty sure she's going crazy.
But Toshi validated your second sight.
Fucking nuts. Toshi's nuts. That doesn't help her grow.
Toshi also was pro eating souls for Dust
Oh,
Skull.
hang on.
I
She
know.
would have been talk about that next session, Toshi.
For it to like, I don't know if you heard the hesitance in her voice, and like maybe you could.
I don't know if that is
So,
enough for
it's-
me.
Honestly, it's one of those things where, yeah, like, we're like, okay, so, Toshi, baby, darling, sweetie pie.
Yeah, I heard the hesitance. I'm just giving you shit.
Imagine how
Yeah.
Zero would have about the whole eating souls. It's such a
Oh,
hard
he's like
slur.
180 that.
Also, yeah, the CDOT did way more work than I anticipated. Also, sorry about the body
Shit.
shenanigans.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. At some
Wait.
point,
Pause, so that way I can
Go on.
do my computer thing. What is our next game? Is it Werewolf?
yes.
Okay.
I believe
since it's
so.
late on that,
Stay tuned for
going
details
to
on
head
that.
out. I'm gonna head out.
Or
Late.
Pokemon
I'm
Yep.
gonna- and I will talk to you guys soon.
No problem. Thank
Good
you all
night,
for
MDG. I sent you the picture.
good night.
Saw.
Good night,
Very much.
Jakob, and thank you everyone for joining us and for tuning in tonight. We had a lot of fun tonight, and anxiously looking forward, or not anxiously, eagerly looking forward to more of this game and this story. So
You
until
want to
then,
assume my emotion?
happy Pokemon.
We're heavily injured.